That's a bop, as the kids would say.
What kids are these?
The retarded ones.
Wow.
Full retard.
Well, we're back. As offensive as ever. You expect anything less? I'd like to say we tried, but we don't. All right, so we're back here, Iron Lich Gaming, session 39 of campaign 2, Amnian Nights, the Blackmore Saga.
Amnian Nights, like Arabian Days.
That was exactly the reason I named it Amnian Nights.
I know.
So play on Arabian Nights. So
Live from Fort Worth, Texas.
yeah, I forgot that's our new sign-on.
It's not official.
Now the session can start. What was I thinking? All right, so it's been a week off, but now we back. So last time on
Dickheads and douchebags.
So last time y'all finished your rest at the base of the corrupted tree, and God, this song's driving me fucking nuts. I don't like that one. I need to delete from.
Since we've heard it for 5
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Do what you can. Takes a while to make those little playlists. You know, and we've made so many at this point, then I'm just keeping them. Anyways, I do make new combat ones every now and then, though. But this is just general, like, tavern music. But anyways, so y'all woke up, finished your rest at the base of the corrupted tree in the Weeping Wood, there with Uru Karaka, where y'all had to defend him while he performed the ritual at the base of the tree to try to cleanse the Weeping Wood. So he began his ritual, and y'all fought wave after wave of creatures made of shadow. At the very end of it, a shadow dragon appeared, and y'all were able to best it. In the previous fight against the shadowy tree figures, Azura was able to banish one of them, but he lost concentration when the dragon breath hit him, causing the tree to come back. So you had to fight the dragon and the tree at the same time. It was tough. Remy dropped several times. It was looking grim, but the Black Company prevailed. Uru was able to complete his ritual, cleanse the forest. At the end, though, the rift was closing, and then it started to surge back open, and that's when Martin reappeared, urging Uru to continue the ritual as he dove inside.
Push harder.
Push harder, Uru Karaka. And that Uru Karaka did. Martin went inside, and then the rift closed. Uru said he was going back to his home, on an island far to the east. And y'all chose to rest after the battle, where you're now awaking from that rest early the next day, prepared to set out.
Out we shall set.
Where shall you go?
Well,
What was that?
how we plan on getting back from these woods?
Back tomorrow.
Yes,
Mara.
from whence we came.
Hobbit still.
Hey, is your mic unmuted? Damn.
Toasty up here.
Got the token. Yeah, I think that's gonna be our quickest way back. Who's got the token? Is it in the bag?
That would be me. I have it.
Let you hold it.
Of course.
Can't believe we made that decision as a team.
If we use it, there's no putting back.
Yes.
There's no getting back unless we swim.
Somebody forgot to pay the captain.
I mean, he wasn't gonna wait on us.
He wasn't waiting.
He
for
wasn't
us
waiting.
anyway. He was kind of a jerk.
He was quite the dick.
This ship was pretty shitty. Really, the only one worth their salt was that first mate.
The first mate was bad
Oh, the one that
too.
jumped overboard?
I think I tried to. He tried to kill himself at one point.
Were you gonna say you tried to seduce him?
Captain Chris was a fine man.
Heard that.
Modified memory.
He was a bastard.
Pop the token.
Everyone in agreement?
Unless you have a better idea.
Don't.
That was a good time as any.
Alright. And I will pull forth the token and I'll sling it out there and activate.
Alright, so you just sling it forward.
Yeah, and
Blue bird,
activate
I
it.
summon you.
You sling the feather forward, and it floats to the ground. Nothing happens.
Oh.
You remember, though, that you must toss it 5 feet into the air.
I go over to the ground and pick it up. Look at Draven and I throw it in the air.
You toss it into the air. As the feather goes up in the air, it disappears. Then, poof, in its place, this fucking enormous multicolored bird appears. Its wingspan looks to be about 200 feet. It is gigantic.
Goodness.
It's covered in this thick forest, and it's like it's looking like it's not having a good time being contained in this tight area. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to climb up on it.
I'm gonna talk to it.
What do you say?
Big bird flies back to where we should go. Beyond the sea. Do you
What?
understand me?
Get a little more specific.
Do you understand me?
When you were
Big bird, not idiot.
so you remember when you were told of this, it understands simple commands. You asked what you said, and it just kind of
A simple command in a complex way.
yeah.
Uh,
looks at
everyone
you.
climb on. Let's get this going.
Start trying to climb on.
As y'all try to, it lowers its thing down and lets y'all climb up onto it. Y'all all fit comfortably up
I'll
on.
show my boarding pass to the attendant.
Flight attendant takes it and scans it. Have a nice flight.
You're on the no-fly list. Been deemed a terrorist.
Allegedly.
They all get up on this bird.
Tell it, fly up.
Okay, quick question. What's everyone's weight?
With gear and all, probably 200 pounds.
Let's see. We're all pretty skinny.
Where is
Description. I'm 117.
So you're 117.
195.
Equipment. And the top right below equipment.
So
right
you're
there.
195?
Yep.
How much?
195.
That's with equipment?
No, that's
How much do you weigh?
Oh, at
With
117
equipment,
plus.
I weigh
yeah, my bad.
What do you see your weight at?
230.
Yeah, my bad. I
230
did
with equipment?
equipment weight.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't
So-
looked at equipment.
Yeah, I
Just
got
tell me your
two-
equipment weight separately, that's fine.
Okay, so my equipment weight was 117.
Oh, that was your equipment weight?
Yeah, sorry. But I weigh like 160.
Yeah, my equipment weight is 135.
I don't know if you ever decided how much you weighed or not, but
We'll call it 160.
160.
Yeah, it's not
Your
on
equipment weight,
Yeah,
It's
he's 90.
90.
here.
All he carries around is his guns.
117. Zero.
Didn't prepare big or small thing, did you? And large.
Okay, so you'll need to shed 87 pounds.
Okay. I think I've got some junk.
Sounds like Draven's.
Well, I can shed this shield.
All right.
10 pounds.
Shield was 10 pounds, so we'll throw that on the ground.
250 pounds of potion of healing? No, that's
That's
cost.
in,
Oh, that's cost, not weight. Okay. Say, holy shit. 117 pounds. Oh, I got 10 torches.
You dropping those?
Yeah.
How much do the torches weigh altogether?
Just 10 pounds,
So each one's probably a pound.
probably.
So another 10 gone, so 67 to go.
I've got my old leather armor, 10 pounds. I'll drop it.
All right, 57.
I've got a 3-pound hammer. I'll drop.
All right,
I've got a 5-pound crowbar. I will drop.
all right. 49 left.
Yeah, I got a 6-pound. It wasn't a 10-pound shield, it was a 6-pound shield.
Oh, okay. I'll add 4 back on. So 53 left.
I'll drop
I don't,
a little bag of sand.
How
I
much
don't
does that
get
weigh?
how I'm
A pound.
Oh, I guess my.
Oh, minus
I've
1 pound.
also got
Oh, wow.
a studded leather armor, 13 pounds.
Okay,
I'll drop.
throw that on the ground.
Can I pick that up? Throw my armor on the ground?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, you can put that armor on and throw yours down.
Because mine's 10 at leather.
Yeah, you can put that studded leather on.
So you put the studded leather on, and so a net gain of 3. So 42 left.
I got 1.5 of crossbow bolts that I don't use, and then a light crossbow.
How much does that weigh?
That's 6.5.
Lightweight. The crossbow weighs
understand
6.5.
That's 5, and then all the crossbow
Jeez.
bolts.
Okay, so
are
minus
1.5.
6.5.
A lot of shit.
35.5 left.
I don't see how I'm carrying that much.
Yeah, I don't
weight.
know either.
I guess it's also including like my.
Subtract your sword weight if your sword's showing a weight, because you store that in a pocket dimension.
3 pounds.
So 3 off from your sword.
Okay, what's all this gold? How much?
Oh shit, that's probably what's weighing us down
Yeah,
the most.
the gold weighs a lot.
I'm gonna chunk. See if I can chunk 20.
Oh, you can
The
probably
gold.
throw it into the bag of hold.
Go in the bag of holding. Okay. So I'm at 94.
You probably have room in the bag of holding to put all your gold in it. What does all your gold weigh?
Whoa.
Does it say?
I do have
I'm about to figure out what a 123 is.
10 pounds worth of rations.
Okay, I'm dropping
I
that.
think you left that on the cart.
Click
So-
on it and what are you trying to
Dropping 10 pounds of rations.
drop my leather armor?
Click it. And like, here's that remove next to wearing. Right here.
Go back.
22 and a half.
There, no.
Let me look at a
Backpack.
Okay.
I took all my gold off and it's like didn't change my weight carried.
Oh, you might not.
But I only had 123 gold though. I don't have like thousands.
You may not have coin weight turned on.
Change an armor class. That'll work.
You ready for some math, Drew?
Yeah, just tell me what you're throwing down.
All right, I got my weight is 140,
Okay.
140, 145, and then I got my carried weight down to 190. Or I mean 90, sorry.
You got your carried weight down to 90.
Yeah.
Can drop this rope, it's 10 pounds.
Yeah, I have a rope too that's 10 pounds.
I mean, that's what it was
That's what it was. Okay.
before you did anything. Because you said your whole weight was 230 together.
I probably just didn't do the math.
Ah.
Because my original carry weight was like 97, and then I weigh 140, 145 ish.
Yeah, the 230 minus 140 is 90.
So how much more we need now?
22 and a half.
All right, I'm dropping this rope hint.
I'm
That's
roping.
so that's 20 pounds with our 2 ropes
Minus
on.
20 pounds of ropes.
Yeah.
2.5 pounds. Almost there.
Water skin. I need to keep. I got
Inventory management. So fun.
okay. I got 5 days of rations. I'll just have to restock when we get back. I'll take.
I've got a longbow that's 2 pounds that I can't even use.
Oh, yeah. I mean, throw that down.
I got a torch.
Someone's gonna
So,
be like, "What
with the
happened
torch-
here?"
The torch and the longbow, that'll do it for y'all. 2 pound longbow, 1 pound torch.
The torch is 10 pounds.
That should be 10 torches, right?
Maybe.
How many torches?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's good.
So 1 is 1 pound. So that puts y'all at 99 or 999 and a half, which is just under the 1,000-pound limit.
Nice. Yeah, my weight carried went from like
Pick up a small
135
rock.
to 82.
I went from 117 to 84.
All right, y'all have done it. Y'all can now get on the back of the bird, and it can fly. Let's see, half the top speed.
Had to go check some luggage.
It's like started
1,500
squawking.
gold.
All right, so you can go 72 miles.
You can't be bought with 2 gold
In a day.
Exactly.
So you can fly 8 miles an hour, 72 in a day, with the 1,000-pound carried,
And
with 1 hour of rest every 3 hours of flying.
how far can it fly? I'm sorry.
Y'all can go 72 miles. It's normally 144, but at 1,000 pounds, you can go half.
Okay. And how far is the lake? It's a large lake, right?
Or I guess you can still go the 144 mile distance. That's just half the speed. So you can go 144, but you only go 8 miles an hour instead of 16.
We'll head to Morrow.
What how big of a lake was it?
It's a pretty big lake, but I think going at a steady 8 miles an hour,
I just want to reach his limit.
yeah, I think you'll be able to make it. Probably like halfway through the second day, probably, if you stop short.
Can we stop over the lake?
Well, I mean, you might have to stay on the side of the lake.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. We're not
Yeah.
gonna cut straight across. We're gonna go all around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it has to rest every 3 hours you fly. It has to stop and rest for an hour.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get stranded in the middle of the lake and the thing like gas out.
Right, and just drown.
It's not a giant duck.
While we're flying, can I try to scry on my sister?
Okay.
Well, you can do it while we rest.
Well, I was gonna try to read while we rest,
Why don't you just grab before we leave?
because it takes 10 minutes to do.
Oh, it's just
Figured
10
out.
minutes.
And it's weird to scry on top of a
What if you're
bird,
trying to
but
scry
you have
and
to.
you'll hit some turbulence? And you
Yeah,
fall off the
yeah,
bird?
yeah.
It's gonna be windy.
Yeah, so
I can do it real quick.
I just think it makes more sense to do it on the ground.
All right, so begin the 10-minute casting time. Okay, so it's a spell slot. It's not a ritual.
Yep.
Takes 10 minutes. Imperial. You have $1,000 focus or 1,000 gold piece focus.
Oh fuck, I don't. Never mind.
Alrighty.
It's another thing we'll have to pick up in town.
Yes, the really badass spells cost.
That might be Driscoll. Climb up on his back. We giving him a name yet?
The it's only going to be this one ride. Call him a caravan. Instead of
Give him a name yet?
bye bye bitch is his name because that's what it's gonna do.
One way.
What about Martin?
Uppa.
Appa.
Uppa.
Sure.
your nose?
Just call him Larry.
Larry.
Larry the
Larry the bird. I
Larry.
like
Larry.
it.
All right.
Come on, Larry.
Climb upon Larry's gigantic back.
He's gonna carry us to
He
victory.
takes you as all the dust and leaves on the ground just start flying up in the air as he shoots off into the sky, breaking some trees as he flies over them or through them, basically. Just as he flies off and clears a path. Eventually, y'all break through the canopy of the dense forest, jutting out into the air. It kind of starts flapping in place.
The forest look any different
We've
than
now
when we showed
reached
up?
cruising
Yeah, you can
altitudes.
tell that like the trees look much more green
Free
and
to
vibrant,
move about the
whereas
cap.
before they just look kind of black almost.
You tell them, fly this way along the coast.
You see his feather turn up into a.
As he's flying, he starts falling.
Then it shoots off along the coast. Say for. Yeah. So you'll begin your travel. Heading along the coastline. Hey, after about 3 hours, he comes down and lands and rests. Y'all can take a short rest if y'all need to. Because he's gonna need to rest for an hour.
Gotta read.
Alright, you read for an hour.
No book.
After about an hour, he kind of props back up and gets his wing down, gesturing y'all to get back on.
Should be at 20 hours.
Does he require any type of food or anything like that?
Shouldn't. He's kind of like a familiar.
Actually,
It's just
you're
that-
at 18.
You sure?
Yep, I wrote down 19 hours. Now you have 18 left.
It doesn't say that he does or doesn't.
Remember session 3?
I would think maybe the fact that he needs to rest would make me think that yes.
On our next
I think it
stop.
just summons like a real bird. Like
Right.
So
Eat this big ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Larry's going by.
you might be able to go a little while without eating, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that thing actually eats. It's like,
it's a real bird and
And
it gets tired, it has to rest.
yeah, but it can't attack or anything.
Right.
Whenever
What's a friendly
we're
bird?
getting around to the next cycle, like down to the
Mhm.
last 3 hours, I want to try to start scanning and looking for any like wild game
Okay.
on the ground and try to
I can hunt up to 5 people a day.
let's see when we can land and then try to go back and try to catch something like a hog or a deer or something.
Okay. Alright, so as y'all take off again,
I'm the wanderer.
directing him where to go, y'all start traveling again for the next 3 hours. As it nears that 3-hour mark, he starts to descend. Make a perception check.
All of us or just
Whoever.
15.
22?
Alright, so what'd you get?
15.
15. So as y'all are like starting to come down, you see that you see a few hog kind of just running along the side. It's like not right on the coastline, but you'll see them a little more to the western side or northwestern side. You see a group of, it looks like maybe 4 of them. You, looking off to the east, notice something rather large. It's on the horizon almost, but you see this very large winged figure for just a moment as it submerges into the water, and then it's gone.
Did you see that?
Those pigs over there?
No, that large figure that submerged into the water over there.
No. How big was it?
It was fucking huge.
Was it flying or just in the water?
It
and
looked
then-
like it was flying and then it descended. I mean, it was right over there. Do you not see where the ripples are, where it crashed into the water?
Yeah, it looks like something big went down.
think you'll come
Sun's
back
in
up.
my eye.
I'll just keep an eye on it.
Bird comes down and lands.
About how far away from that
It looked really far. It was about on the horizon.
horizon?
30 miles.
I see y'all land. The bird kind of slumps down to rest again.
Yeah. I'm gonna take you're gonna read, keep an eye on the bird and all that.
Sure.
We're
Is that something we should investigate though?
just keep an eye out. Maybe get your bird in the air or something. We got our own business to take care of.
I'll fly my bird up and look out for a big figure on the horizon that way.
So he flies up, starts flying around.
The
Whoever's
one
going hunting, give me survival checks.
14.
Zero.
I rolled natural 1, so 5.
Me too.
All right, 14. You're able to find some tracks. You begin tracking it away from the shore of this lake. After about 10 minutes or so, you're able to spot. You see 4 hogs.
Far out.
From right here, you look to be about 200 yards from them.
Come here. See them out there?
I see it.
Think we need to get closer, or think you can take?
It's 200 yards is 500 feet?
I think we need to get a little closer.
Yeah, 600.
600 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, times 3.
Uh,
Oops. So about 600 feet away.
Are they downwind from us, or is the wind? I guess the wind coming off the.
Yeah,
would
so
be-
the wind's kind of at your back. So the way it's coming off, it would push your scent towards them.
I think we need to head up the coast side a little bit, try to cut them off, maybe get out of the wind,
I think that's the right play.
take a long way around.
Alrighty. Give me stealth checks.
I might just stay here. Still, yeah, so disadvantage. Fucking
Natural 1.
22.
21.
I rolled a natural 1 with
6.
non-advantage.
So as y'all kind of move around, you notice that these two are being kind of loud. Their metal of Azur's half plate kind of clanking, and Remy getting used to his new studded leather. Just hear him kind of sloshing.
Sir, why don't you maybe fly up, go around the other way. Maybe you can scare him a little. You'll push him our way.
I think both fucking hog. How far away are they?
About 600 feet.
600 feet.
Yeah.
You can cast fly on all of us.
Want to?
It's the same spell. I'll cast fly on all of us, and then I'll just like glide up.
And you feel y'all's feet begin to lift off the ground.
Maybe if we're elevated, they won't see us.
Yeah, think happy thoughts.
Y'all fly up and over and towards them.
Yeah.
So fly up, over.
That is a 0.
That's an automatic pass. Sweet.
Rolled a 3 and 2 natural
Alright, we'll
ones.
say I'll give them disadvantage because they're in the air and they're dumb. What was your stealth?
3.
What was yours?
6.
Okay, well, you go unnoticed. You go unnoticed. One of the pigs notices you somehow. And they start to run. But I will say y'all are probably about 150 feet or so away right now.
Can you get a shot?
I can get a shot.
We'll call it 120.
Pull out the pepper box.
Pepper box.
11.
11. You got 2 shots if you want to. You can shoot at 2 different ones.
That actually might be a misfire.
11?
Because you have a +10, don't you?
Oh, shit.
What'd you roll, Ben?
Oh yeah, I rolled an 11.
Oh, so a 20. So it's
21. Sorry.
Okay. Your second shot
Second shot.
at a second hog.
17.
So fire twice. You hit both hogs. They don't have enough health to even roll damage. So you fire off twice, and the 2 hogs just drop to the ground dead. The other 2 again running faster.
We'll let this go.
Tell your friends about us.
The hogs keep running. They don't talk. I almost responded.
Fly down and just go ahead and
Pick one up.
pick them up whole.
All right.
Yeah.
Pick up the 2 hogs. Fly them back.
Fly back.
What do you do with them?
Walk up to the bird and
Larry. Throw one at him.
throw it up at him.
Catches it.
We got both of them.
We threw my rations out, didn't we?
Yeah.
I just cut a leg off before I so I just have a hog leg.
That's good.
All right. How much do you say that hog leg weighs?
Well, I was gonna leave it here. I was gonna eat
Okay.
it real quick.
Gonna make a fire and
Yeah, I was just gonna get
So
something
you
to pick
got
at.
half a pound of wiggle room.
we'll cut off the bacon. How about that?
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was just.
You, you
give us
cut,
some.
cut a leg off, or cut the bacon off. Throw the other one to the bird, and he eats it. Just cook it up real quick.
Yeah.
And it's simple enough to cook. Cook up the bacon
Now we
on
all
a
trick
rock or
houses.
something, I guess.
So you
Raw bacon.
Find a flat rock and heat it up.
Bacon.
flat rocks in the.
So Draven, you
Lake.
did another
Yeah.
hour.
I don't know.
That's 1 more hour. If you read again.
Nothing exciting happened while we were gone.
Oh, my bird's still circling around.
I'm circling around. Your bird has nothing to report to you. No squawks or squeals from it.
How does he feel about this giant bird that we're next to? Be jealous?
I don't know. How does my bird feel?
You've noticed since the big bird's been here, your bird's puffing his chest out a little more, walking a little taller upright.
I mean, he seems pretty.
You think
normal.
his call is like a little deeper than it was before?
Crow.
He's overcompensating.
Is it a female bird?
The big bird?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go check.
Check for bird dong.
No thanks.
It is a beautiful looking bird, so you imagine it is a male. So,
Large plumes.
His name's Larry.
that's birds, right? Like the males look better,
Yeah.
and the females are
Because they're
gross looking.
supposed to be more distracting
Mm-hmm.
for prey.
All right. Y'all climb back up on his back and take off. We'll say what?
I'm gonna keep an eye out for this ship missile that's gonna shoot at this bird eventually from this hog. Want to see how big of a missile that thing's gonna be.
I'm gonna keep an eye out in that direction. I'm actually gonna pull out my telescope and keep an eye out in that direction that I saw the creature.
All right. So as y'all fly away, you keep. You poke yourself in the eye with your spyglass. Ugh. And you just keep watch on that general area where you saw that large figure submerge into the water. You, on the other hand, go to the tail end of the bird and keep your eye out for the big ball of shit that's about to fall out of it.
Giant.
Say I'll continue traveling. After a while, you see this massive, big ball of white shit. Does it drop you?
Fucking whistle.
And you're splatter on the ground below.
Gonna fly him over a boat next time.
Larry, tell us when you're gonna do that next. We need to hit someone with that sucker.
You said he couldn't attack.
He can't attack, but he can shit. We'll say for brevity's sake, you continue on the journey. The rest of the journey goes on without a hitch.
I just
Decided
realized
the
we named him
creature-
Larry.
You don't
Bird.
ever see it again.
What?
I just realized we named him
I'm-
Larry Bird.
We even made that.
I
joke
marked it in
already.
my map.
I didn't even
Okay. Lake.
Yeah.
Lake Esmil. Giant creature
I just
submerge.
wrote down large creature dove down on horizon.
Yeah.
General area. Go
All right.
What's up, Drac?
Yeah, I'll make it tomorrow, early the next day.
for dragon.
You can go ahead and mark, say, 6 more hours on reading for Rowdy.
I'm getting there.
Nice, 11 left.
And y'all arrive. So as y'all approach Marrow,
Uh-huh.
how do y'all want to come into the city? A back gigantic fucking bird that people are seeing from miles away, or you want to land kind of further out of the city
Yeah,
and
we're
walk the
doing-
rest of the way?
Have we
Yeah,
seen
we're
in
definitely
the
like-
town that they have like ballistas or anything
At
like
least
that?
a half a mile away.
Within this town, you don't recall seeing any like active like
Isn't Mara,
turrets
like-
or anything like around with ballistas on them.
Aren't they number 5?
Yeah, they're a
They're
smaller
a farm
city.
town.
Yeah.
They are still a large population center comparative to
They're
most land,
Waxahachie.
but they're by far the smallest and the poorest. You don't recall seeing. You don't know if they have anything just from your brief
Get the pig
walk around
launcher.
the town. You don't know.
So they're
You haven't
buoy.
seen any ballistas mounted on
buoy.
top of the battlements or anything.
I don't know if we can take a wide berth around the city and go like past tomorrow, so that as we're leaving on the road, we can meet back up.
Whatever.
They'll go fly all the way around and stop on the road. And then you get off the bird.
Yeah.
Stay.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, maybe go hide in the woods.
Hide in the sky.
Just tell him to fly up and wait for us to come back.
I'll fly up in the air. But what if he doesn't see you?
He
Shoot
doesn't- I
shoot
don't
a
see how
fireball
we're-
in the sky.
Yeah.
To signal him or something,
Okay.
or a fire
No.
bolt.
Signal.
Yeah, you fire one off. Tell him to come down when he sees that. He just flies up. Starts taking this wide circular path.
200-foot fucking wingspan bird is flying around. Well, they'll know where we're at. Oh, the big ass bird.
Do you-
All right, and y'all make your way back to Marrow. Arriving in town, just right as you come in the city gates, you see the stable there. You see your cart. You see Roussel standing in front of it. He sees y'all, and his eyes kind of light up, like waving y'all down, like, "Oh, welcome back."
How are things here
I-
tomorrow?
Guarded the cart. They upgraded it.
The upgrades are finished, completed.
Yes, they finished yesterday.
Excellent.
They missed out on some crucial XP there, Bruce.
What?
XP. Turns his head.
Experience.
Some
Just experience in battle.
Some life experience.
We know
Yes.
from previous travels here that there's no magic shops or anything.
Right. Yeah. It's pretty poor off city.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we can
So-
go ahead and head out.
Let's get on the road.
Oh, we already paid the guys doing the upgrades, or Roussel paid them, right?
I think you paid them.
I'll unroll the map and I'll look at it and see which town is closest to us. That's
Marrow's closest to you.
well, I mean, other than Marrow.
Driscoll, we're going that way.
Yeah, because the bridge is out, Driscoll is the closest town.
All right, so Driscoll it is.
All right. So you get on your cart,
Car, gather the horses.
gather your horses, and ride out.
Mhm.
All right. Who's driving the cart? Roussel?
Me and Bruce will be on top.
And Reese on top.
Get on a horse beside.
Yeah, I'll get on horses beside. Oh, you'll
Feel like
probably need to
riding in
pick
the
up one
back.
horse,
I'll be in
unless
the
somebody
back.
sits in the back, and then
I'll be in the back.
Remy can ride the other horse.
My
So
horse
Remy
is
and
probably
Nate-
hooked to the wagon.
You'll have 2 horses pulling the wagon,
Two.
and then 2 extra. Yeah. So Remy, Nate on each side of the wagon. Roussel, Azure on top, Raven in the back. All right. Don't sing it, goddamn it! That's what popped into my head too. Hopefully, no one does it. All right, so y'all set out down the road to Driscoll.
Then whenever we get to that halfway point, I'll Firebolt out to signal the bird.
All right. So, as y'all get back to that place, it's about, call it about 30 minutes or so, or an hour out of town. Give you a chance to get some distance. Fire that off. Wait for a moment, and then you see the big bird come down and land right beside your cart. Your horse is get startled. Like,
I'll get off and I'll climb up the bird.
You gonna ride the bird?
Anybody else?
Down the horse.
All right.
all right, so you're gonna ride the bird.
Yeah.
All right. What do you tell the bird? His instructions.
Yep. No, I just tell it to go up and follow the cart.
So it flies up just above the cart and starts.
It just
As
blows
it's
them
doing
up.
it, everybody's shaking around. Take him
I'll have him fly up, like
A
500
mile.
feet.
500 feet.
Yeah.
Flies up 500 feet and kind of back so he can watch it. And so kind of watches the cart as he flies at a relative slow pace for him.
I can't even fly
Yeah,
that
I
slow.
don't.
He
go
may
ahead
has to
and-
make some laps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
has to
you can go ahead
circle
and
Yeah,
her
I'll-
down
scout and come.
I'll go ahead and
Just
start flying towards Driscoll.
and the beeline or
Scout the road ahead.
Okay. All right. How far in front of the cart do you go?
Just keep doing laps.
Yeah, just I'll kind of keep a 500-foot extension,
In front,
close to a mile. Yeah,
close to a mile.
That's 500,000.
is it
Yeah,
5,000?
5,280 feet's a mile.
Oh, okay, I got it confused in my head. Yeah, I'll do about 3/4 of a mile.
Okay, so say roughly like 3,700 foot. Okay, so you just kind of do these big fucking laps around them.
Yeah.
Not drawing attention to us at all.
Here's a beacon.
All right, so y'all continue to travel.
What's Larry's HP? Shoot his ass down.
I'm out of your range.
Yeah, about 500 foot up and flying a mile, almost a mile out, and then coming back and then flying again. I'm gonna say for the first day of your travel, it'll take about 4 days to get to Driscoll via road here. First day, you're not seeing much out on the road. Everything seems calming. You know, there's people, traveling to and from.
Giving us weird looks.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of traffic just because like a whole lot of people don't go to fucking Marrow, but every so often y'all pass another cart traveling. More often than not, it looks like a poorer trader.
The war's not near as like affecting people down here as much as it.
Right, as it is more up north. And obviously the bridge is out now, so which word's traveled about that at this point. But yeah, not super busy right now on the road.
I'll try
So
to get in as much reading as I can in my downtime.
yeah, in your downtime you can get 2 hours at the nighttime when y'all stop to rest. So 6 rest or 6 sleep and 2 light activity. It's another 2.
Per day.
Yeah, just at the end of the day. Yeah, because while you're riding the bird, you're gonna have to be actively riding the bird.
Not following along.
9 hours left.
The second day, y'all continue traveling, and you're going down this winding road. There's, forest on each side, pretty, not nearly as thick of a forest, but, yeah, the tree line that the road's kind of just cutting through. Second day goes off without much issue as well. The few traders you do pass are just like, what the fuck? I got something dead,
That's just Larry.
But these people pass, and everybody seems to have something to say about this gigantic fucking bird that's flying around this area. Third day of travel. While you're flying, give me a perception check, and everybody else too.
Another natural 1. That's 3 in a row.
22.
16, 22.
21. Rolled a 3 and 3.
This is on the second day, right?
Third.
Third. So I got 2 more hours.
Mm-hmm. Right, so. This is funny. Alright, well, traveling down the beaten path, the foliage just rustles, rustling in the wind, the sun. It's an overcast day, the sun's starting to peek through the clouds. It is the fall season, so, leaves are turning brown and falling off the trees, and any particular strong gust seems to knock more off. See the brown leaves scatter across the pale green grass here. As you kind of look up, just you, Nate, you notice this.
Huge bird turd.
Take cover!
God, this is so fucking funny. You notice? Hey, god damn it. It's fucking comical. You notice a decent sized looking bird kind of circling around underneath your much larger bird that's above it.
Okay.
Didn't think about the bird when I wrote this thing, but
A lot of birds in this one, huh?
well, yeah, a good sized bird underneath it, and it's almost like directly underneath it. Not taking that full exact pattern, but just at this particular moment, like as this bird is like passing, all like
Like
it's
a bit of
underneath
shadow.
it.
And there's
The
a
Jetsons up
a
there.
little bird above
And
the big one.
as it continues, just keeps kind of flying like this. It looks to be maybe 600 feet or so above you, and then after a while it starts coming down more and more.
How big is it? How big does it look?
As it's getting closer, it doesn't look near the size of
Right.
that, but it looked to be like
Griffin
no,
6
not
foot
quite that. About the
wingspan.
size of like a medium
Like a
creature. So it's a
vulture?
big bird.
Like 6 or 8 foot wingspan type?
Yeah.
Big.
Vulture.
Maybe bigger, maybe like 12 foot.
Okay.
But eventually, as it gets closer,
Yeah.
spinning.
Y'all seeing this?
Can my bird eat that bird?
You don't know, but it keeps getting closer. You're fucking flying around right now.
Have I even noticed?
You haven't noticed, and that's why you didn't notice it, because at the moment it was under you.
Okay.
but
Where's that big
You
ass
had a
bird?
DC to notice it, but it was much higher
gotcha.
since it was under you.
Other than our big ass bird, there's another big ass bird.
But eventually this bird, its path tightens up when it gets closer. And it's coming down, not at a rapid pace or anything, but as it gets closer and closer, you notice it to be an Aarakocra.
Oh.
And it comes down and it lands in front of your cart. You notice he's got these, so you see this Aarakocra land in front of you. It's adorned, it's wearing the studded leather armor. It's got royal blue wings. It's got like yellow around its eyes. As it lands, its wings kind of like fold in to a resting place. You notice like in his hand, he's holding like this like bronze-looking trident, and then you notice like he's got like this thick silk belt that comes up into a sash. That's this bright purple color.
Hello.
He puts out his hand, says,
Stop the
"Hello,
horse.
travelers. Do you mind stopping for a moment?"
Stop the wagon. Whoa, Mustang.
As long as
Aston
there's
Martin.
No Mustang.
as long as there's
Aston
no
Martin.
funny business. Put my hand on my crossbow.
Oh, no funny businessmen.
Lots of winged characters around today. How can we help you, sir?
Let me know whenever I notice that the
You're like beginning to like circle back. give me another perception check just because you're so fucking high up in the air.
8.
You've at least noticed the cart stop.
All right.
You can't really make out what's going on because you're so high up, but you have noticed the cart stop moving.
I'll start making my way down.
So you start flying down towards it. Oh,
Walking faces past them.
so y'all traveling to Driscoll?
We are.
Oh, and what business do you have there?
Well, we've just left Marrow. We go to Driscoll. We went to do some shopping. We seem to have lost quite a bit of our items in our last adventure. I need to resupply. Got a long trip on the road ahead.
Wonderful. Oh, Remy.
I feel like I've seen you somewhere before too, sir.
My old friend, how are you?
Doing okay.
Interesting
And
you'd
yourself?
be traveling here.
Wasn't my idea.
What
Here
color
we
was
are.
that sash again?
What is it?
Purple.
Purple. But maybe you got really, really lost on your way back to base.
Had to be. For probably a month now.
And then, before you can even respond, he pulls out a firearm. Roll initiative. It doesn't look like your pepper box. It looks like a more simple design. But you notice it has 4 like barrels.
22.
22.
Maybe you should ride in the back of the cart.
I was trying.
So 22 for you.
Yes.
We're on the bird.
Yeah. He's just gonna take the bird and go.
25-20. You were 22. 19-15.
16.
14-10.
14.
I got 7.
14.
No, it was under.
Have rules in place.
Dude, I just realized we named the bird Larry.
I didn't notice that. I know, I said like after Larry Bird, I didn't even realize that.
Alright.
You're just now making the connection to
Yeah.
the basketball player.
Yeah, I know. I just said Larry just because it was like an old man name, kind of, and then I'm like, oh shit, Larry Bird. Oh my god, what the hell?
Hey, this is how you can get your pistol.
Well, hell yeah.
Too bad you're not proficient in it.
You can use it. And do them just as much
What if
good
I
as
want
the
a pistol?
crossbow. We all want pistols.
If I want
No.
dual pistols.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll take the long gun.
You know what kind of gun it is.
It was a more basic style pistol.
Okay.
It's got like
The 4-barrel pistol.
He's got a boomstick. Kill him. There's a bunch of minis on this side. Lead. Here's a Hulk Hogan look.
So we got there.
I died. dead man is there?
Forgot who we were using for this. It was just like that little square with the beginning edges.
I can fly so high. It's in a book. Take a look. The Reading Draven. Yeah, I probably won't get there in time. Fine. Yeah, dragon.
The tabaxi. There's a 4-armed goblin.
I think you got a house up there.
There's a lich.
He's blue.
Open your eyes, bro. All right.
Let's get some combat. Forgot to roll for your cell. Not great. Alright. Got this.
What's it?
Crazy bird man.
You know who it is?
Don't. Well, he seems to know Remy.
Who's Remy?
Already getting us into trouble with the Birdman in the sky.
Oh god, fucking. I'll find that fucking bird.
There's a not as impressive looking
Yeah,
bird figure.
It's like the whole encounter revolved around seeing the thing flying up in the air. And here you are. All right. So, Birdman. He is going to go ahead and fire off his and he is going to fire his pistol at you.
At Raven?
No, at Remy.
Okay.
At the U? At the female goat? Female sheep? Not a very efficient way to use his round.
His first one. That will be a 24 to hit.
Hits.
And he's going to spend a grit point here and force you to make a strength saving throw as he's trying to disarm you.
This is your class against.
Top left.
Strength saving throws. Or... 16.
16.
No, you
Fails.
have a plus
Oh, never
4
mind, 20.
strength.
Sorry,
It
20.
passes. All right, so he fires off. You're able to hold on. His second shot, a 25 to hit.
Hits.
And this one's just gonna be damage.
Dead Beatrice. So many dead Beatrice.
For 11 points of piercing damage. Fires and the bullet just kind of grazes your forearm. Remy, you're up.
I will shoot back with my pepper box.
Molly.
Return fire!
First shot. 21.
That will hit.
Second
What up,
shot.
Heiko and Nate?
And Kayla
22.
and Cheesy and
Hell yeah.
Blowing up that chat.
No, it's this one here.
we'll pack.
18.
18 damage.
Wait. Shoot him in the wing.
Alright, so you fire off 2 shots. Both hit him. Right? Kind of stumbles back. You see some feathers kind of get tossed.
Ruffled his.
You ruffled his feathers. Draven, you are flying towards the combat on Larry the Bird.
No relation.
No
None
relation.
whatsoever.
No relation.
Hopefully the bird's green.
Yeah, you're green, right?
Maybe
No,
blue.
he is
Maybe
like,
blue. Indiana State.
he's multicolored. He's like bluish, purple around the neck, white underbelly feathers. His tail kind of turns from like oranges to red as it goes. Red around the eyes.
So do I see the
All-star game. Like
explosions and the?
Yeah, you hear the fire from the
Just me.
guns. You can go
Legend.
120 on the bird. He can dash, so you can go 240.
Say
So-
yip yip and dash.
Dives down.
Hold on.
give me a strength.
Oh fuck!
Check.
I'll use
Athletics.
luck.
He falls off the.
Because this thing's just like going into fucking.
That's a lot better.
You better get
His athletics check.
Better get feather foil now.
Athletics. Oh fuck, 9.
9. Say good enough here to hold on. So I want
First
you to
one would
fall
have been a
to your
2.
death.
Falls to his death on the bird.
Larry is away.
How far out am I?
So you'd been being 500 feet up, and you've been going out like 3,700 feet. We'll say you're on your near back. We'll say after moving the 240, we'll call you 600 feet away.
Okay.
From this point, because their shots have gone off.
I'm gonna cast Hex on him.
All right. Does he make a save or?
No, it's just I'm concentrating on
Alright.
Hex now.
So you're concentrating.
I'm gonna go at him twice with the Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Fucking cheeks are jiggling in the wind.
17
17 misses. Your fake eyelashes.
and 19.
19 also misses.
Ooh.
He's just too quick as he just moves out of the way from both shots.
Actually, it was a 12 plus 9, but I already said it. I don't
What's
know
the
why
total?
I thought I did
21.
7.
21.
I don't know why I thought it was plus 7.
21 will hit.
I just picture my bird just like gripped on with his feet and his wings are like up above his head.
9 plus
It's
4.
like
13.
it's such a
13 damage?
massive,
Yeah. Sorry.
massive
why I thought
object.
plus
Like
7.
it's relative. Like the speed is relative around him, so he can just fly around on top of him.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too affected. This is like how bugs keep up with your car when you're going like fucking 70. All right, so one of the blasts hits him. See a couple feathers go flying off as you just hit him right in the ribs.
My Unarmed Strike's plus 7, but my Eldritch Blast is plus 9.
Gotcha. That says you're. You start hearing movement from behind the bushes.
Oh
Crap.
First one's like purple.
There's a dude with a crossbow.
There's another purple. Heads.
There's a chick.
a nice dress.
Oh, you didn't? I didn't even think about it. So used to not having it anymore.
With a big old bag.
Brought a battalion with.
They were waiting on us the entire time.
What good are you doing up there, Big Bird?
I can't hear you.
Like
All I hear is. Gonna be fucking death from the wind sound. What?
wind burnt cheeks.
It's the old combat cam.
Combat cam.
There we go. All right. So these guys come running out. They got. These guys, they're wearing chainmail. They have a shield, long swords on their hips, and right now they're all running out. They have just hand crossbows in their hands, as they're going to attempt some long range attacks. So these three right here, they are going to fire a volley at the man on top of the cart. You got 3 attacks coming your way, Azur. Where's my other fucking... Oh God, I was staring right at it.
So blind.
11, 14, and 5. You just hold your shield up. Tink, tink, tink. You just slam right into it. They all bounce off. The other 2, they're going to fire their hand crossbows at your horse on this side.
Oh no!
Bastards.
The bird's gonna have to carry the cart.
16 and 15. Pull up these horse stats.
The horse stats.
Yep. What kind of stats a whore got? These are 2 dropped horses.
If she's got teeth, she's got better charisma.
Alright, so those hit.
But if she's got big boobs and no teeth, that's charisma up, of course, as well.
And you,
so
each dollar
2 of the crossbows hit into the horse. It's bleeding. It's still alive, though.
Target each tooth.
Alright. Azur. Nope. I wrote Azur twice.
Put me on there?
Yeah,
Should be at the bottom.
You were 7, right?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Okay, so you're... Yeah, you're up. I wrote Azur twice.
I'm gonna bonus action dash
All right.
this fella. And Eris booming blade his butt. 28 to hit.
Yep. Are you hitting here? Okay, yeah.
19.
19. So you run up. You stick your your spear into him as it shocks, and the booming blade surrounds him as he dies and starts to fall down. Just arm leg goes flying around, slams into the cart as he drops dead.
Poor guy.
Yes.
Oh my god. Can I cast Dragon Breath on the bird?
In attack.
Well, neither can the familiar, but...
No, because you can only do that because it's your...
Okay.
Train it to be
That would be
familiar.
fucking dope, though. That would be so fucking scary.
Well, there's more.
They're saying you're bald.
Tone?
Yeah.
Tone's not bald.
His face is.
Yeah, it sucks. Well, whenever James did my blonde bleach, I didn't want him to go down to like here, and he did. So it was like a blonde streak down there, and I had to shave
He
it.
didn't want it to be legit.
No, because I can't grow that legit.
Alright, so these four are going to attack that
Just get a
same horse.
Sharpie.
So I should have done it last week.
One miss. So 3 hit the horse.
Yep, that horse is a goner.
Yeah, that horse dies.
This one here.
That's 3. Yeah, 3 of the bolts fly in and hit it.
You want to keep that other one out for like the
Yeah,
other
one of the other horses. You can just put it on either side of the cart. Yeah.
blinding him.
Pretty spacious in there. It'll be Roussel's turn.
Damn, 9 people watching.
As,
Hi, everybody.
Oh, hello, I'm
Hello,
bald.
Johnny
On my
Solomon.
chin.
Chin ball.
I hate it as much as you do. If there are ladies out there.
Alright, Roussel asks if any of y'all are hurt, real quick. Is everybody good?
Oh!
The horse is.
Remy,
Well, that one's dead.
can you resurrect the horse?
And he fires up a guiding bolt as he launches it towards Birdman.
Nice.
So this is a 6 to hit.
Up the
16,
butt.
it misses. Fires wide over his head as the bird ducks. The Aarakocra ducks.
Shit.
And now Aarakocra is up again. And he will.
Good enough to fuck your mother.
Who are you people?
I'm so confused.
Nice to be fighting humans again, though.
So he kind of spins his pistol around,
Drops it.
and he just points his other hand at you. As he goes to fire, you notice this like pinkish purplish energy starts swirling around the firearm. He fires a shot at you. 29 to hit.
Hits.
So as the bullet flies out, you can actually see it, but it's glowing as this big orb of like pinkish purplish energy. It looks kind of similar to what Tone's or Azur's Eldritch Blast color.
Fucking song.
Be in it now, boys.
So you take 20 points of force damage as this hits you square in the chest, and then his second shot. 19 to hit.
Hits.
And this one just comes out as a normal round.
Taking that much off of you already?
And so you take 9 more. So 29 total on the round. He will then.
Hey, Remy. Hey, Rousseau.
He will then.
in the penalty box.
He's going to use his action surge here as well, and he's going to reload. And now it'll be your turn, Remy.
I'm going to try to use disarming shot.
Okay. So yeah, roll to hit.
Baby.
23.
23 hits. All right, so he makes a strength save.
Seven.
I've got plus 7. 16.
17.
Oh, he fails. So
Nice.
you shoot his pistol out of his hand. Ding! You hear it clang off of it as the pistol then flies back 10 feet away. So it flies back into the trees behind,
Okay.
2 squares away.
And,
I'm going to use my second shot to shoot at him.
Okay. Very
26.
nice.
Hell
26.
yeah.
26 hits.
He's a bad man.
11.
11 damage.
And I will use action surge to reload.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Draven. Another 240. So you were 6. That makes you 4. And then 40. So 360 away. Yeah.
Feather ball it.
I can't feather fall. I'll splat fall.
Is there?
Did I see where that gun went?
Yeah, you saw it fly into the bushes. You can make a perception check to see if you can actually see it. It'll be in action.
Yeah. How far away am I from him?
I'd say,
Is it within 30 feet?
yeah. I'd say so.
I'm gonna do still wind strike.
Yeah, 22 the cart.
Steal and strike.
Yeah.
Okay. So you make.
You flourish the weapon used in the casting, then vanish to strike like the wind. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within 30 feet.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Make a spell melee attack against
all
each
3 of
target.
All right. So all 3 of those guys.
Yeah, and then I want to hit or miss. I'm going to gravitate right behind him, so he's going to have to get through me to get back to the gun.
Okay.
So.
All right. And like once you get into that tree line, it's difficult terrain in there. Just so you know.
Yeah, I'm just going to make to try
It's
to.
like just a
instead
real
of
thick-
looking, I'm going to make him hard to get around me if I can.
Okay. There's like thick trees and thick bushes in there and stuff, vines
So
and
how does
whatnot.
this work? Do you attack each
So
of them
he
and
hits
then-
everyone. So
Then I'm going to go.
you make
there.
attack rolls against everybody.
Yes.
All
The
right.
first one will be the
big guy.
looking chick.
Okay. All right.
Who was on 19 and barely rolled to a 1.
Oh.
Missed that one.
Sorry.
Now the tabaxi.
Okay.
Just gotta wait
20.
till it gets back to my
hits.
turn.
So 6d10.
All right. What about
I
the other
mean,
one?
yeah, and then I'll just hit
You'll roll the damage at the same time.
18 plus 9. 27 on the
So
big
yeah.
guy.
So both hit. So roll the damage and then you just apply that damage to everybody.
Okay. So that's 6d10.
So Azur
Is that
kind of
right?
starts spinning
And then
the primordial sword. As he
Right.
just a gust of wind just.
since
and
I
you
got
see ding, 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 like Dragon Ball Z or something, as he just kind of like bounces around real quick.
I have
Flashes.
my hex on him, so it's an extra d6 on
Okay.
this town.
Yeah.
Okay. 14, 20, 29,
29, and
then
then the D6,
a 1.
a 1.
30 on him.
So 30 on him.
Mhm.
All right, so you missed the first one. You just cut clean through the second guard, and then you make a big slash on the big guy.
She was a 19, and it just was like right a natural 1. I was like,
Sucks.
whoa.
All right, and then you positioned yourself behind him.
Yeah.
All right, and then the one dude that's left here is just gonna charge towards you.
Okay.
The monk chick, she'll run up towards you, pulling out her long sword along the way, dropping her hand crossbow. She's gonna swing. Oh, they got 2 attacks. I forgot to shoot twice. 9 plus 12, and the second swing, actually, 21.
Hits.
It's a long sword.
I'll uncanny dodge that.
So 6, and then uncanny dodge 3. This comes forward. You kind of get mostly out of the way. Just kind of nicks you on the arm. Very light. Nate.
Okay. Can I make a perception to see if I saw where the gun went?
It'll be in action though. So like actively look to see if you can spot it.
Luck.
Yeah.
15.
Yeah, you can see it kind of gleaming.
Okay.
In this square.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let her take a shot.
10 feet away from
Say right here.
one more.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
You got enough room.
Squares 5, 10.
Right
I'll let
over
her
to
take a swing and I'll go
Okay.
to it.
Opportunity attack. 16, 19.
That hits.
For 8 points of slashing damage. As you go to run, she just kind of swings at you, catches you on the back of your calf. That's neat. You picking it up?
Yeah, I'll use my. I guess it's.
That's a free action to just grab it.
Pick it up and stuff it in my belt line.
Okay. All right. Then these other guys. Oh, there's a couple of them.
Other group are actually over here. I forgot about that.
So when she attacked me before my turn, now do I have my reaction back since it was my turn? I didn't use it.
She attacked you before your turn.
Remy's been awfully quiet in this encounter.
So these three are going to shoot at the four. All four of them are. There should be a fifth in that group, actually.
Just gold down the drain. You can feed Larry.
This guy's going to, like, stand behind the rock. He's going to shoot at you twice and then duck down.
Okay.
Just kind of crouch. So his 2 shots at you. 13 and 13. Both miss. Now these guys, they're all shooting at the horse. First guy's shooting twice at the horse. 1 misses. 1 hit.
This is why you can never have
Next
mixed as
one.
an
Both
adventurer.
miss. Both miss on that guy.
That's my horse right there.
1 hit on the next one, so that's 2 total hits. And the next one, 1 hit and 1 natural 20.
Ugh.
So three normal hits, 1 crit.
Like
Damn,
pin
right.
cushions.
That's gonna kill.
Right in the eyeball.
I guess really low rolls could keep it alive.
It's that wounded. If it's that wounded, we're just gonna, let him die.
Is both
Peppers
of
it.
them or
The
just
critical
one?
goes.
There should
This
be.
one goes on
There's
the
one
other
more
side,
on this
yeah.
side. Yeah, just anywhere over there. Roussel. He's gonna run up to one of those soldiers. Roussel's right there by the cart.
Yeah, he's seen his buddy take some shit.
Yeah, he's gonna run up to one of those soldiers
Okay.
and he's gonna swing at them with his mace. Actually, no, he's gonna go and flick wings. Oh, is Remy looking real hurt?
He's feeling not so great.
Almost half.
Are you Remy?
I mean, got a computer.
You metagame a piece of shit.
You're like still half a mile up in the air because you wanted to be cool and fly the bird. For some reason.
Fly like cool bird.
I didn't want to fly on
There
the
was a
bird.
pa-
I was the only one who suggested not to bring out the bird.
What? You were like, I climb on the bird and go flying around in a mile radius.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, once it was out, it might as well enjoy it, right?
You had no other options.
That's what they're referring to.
One spell could have killed 6 of them with a big pack if you were with us. Could have fireballed the entire crew, but
I want to make the bird a dragon.
wants to fly around on his bird.
you can't attack.
I can't read my book up there.
Exactly. You could have in the back of the cart.
I can't eat back there either.
And then his bonus action, he's going to conjure his spiritual weapon. Hits that guy for 10, conjures his spiritual weapon, which will then go hit him again. Hit. D8. Alright, so the spiritual axe comes up behind him and just cleaves him in 2. So that guy in yellow is dead. And then as he's actually going to back up to where he was. He should be clear there. And then Eric Croker's going again.
Was he in the air at all?
Who? Who?
Eric Roca.
He was initially, but he landed to start. He landed on the ground to like stop you. All right. Oh yeah, he got his shit knocked out of his hand.
He got his shit knocked.
Right.
All right, so he's. All right, so he starts his turn out, and he kind of looks at you, like, kind of gives you a little wave as he takes a step forward, and as he's stepping forward, you just see him kind of vanish.
So I don't get an opportunity attack, right?
Like,
It
it was
was-
just,
it was
as
still
soon
on-
as he was doing that, was
Yeah, okay.
he appears right in front of you. And he is going to. Look. Going to do. He's just gonna make a normal attack. He's gonna try to poke you with his trident here. Actually, no, he's gonna try to grab the pistol from your belt. Okay. So you can make contested athletics checks here. Maintain to hold on to it. And well, I'm trying to find this. There it is. So I've rolled a 26.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
So as you go to clutch it, he grabs it, just pulls it away, and that's his action.
Now
And
you're
Remy.
right where I want you.
Now you're up. Remy.
I will. I don't know if I got enough spots to get to him.
Like, what are you trying to do? You can move 35 and.
Yeah. I guess I can just get me in line with.
You want to by Roussel, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, just get me in line with him.
Does he have a open shot on him there?
From there, no, that's very thick.
So
Trimmer. You could shoot at disadvantage,
20? Oh, this is thick.
but yeah.
Oh, shit.
maybe go the other way. Well,
Yeah, you could.
yeah, that'll work. Like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you'll have a clear shot on him.
Yeah.
It's way better, too, because he's not on the. All the bad guys are over there. We need to.
Yeah.
Help all room.
All right. I will take a shot with my pepper box.
All right.
14,
14 misses.
20.
20 hits.
All right, here you go. I took one from you.
7.
7. So you fire off 2 shots. One hits the dirt right in front of him. The second one hits him in the leg. See more feathers go off as it exposes his raw chicken leg. Draven, you're 360 out. 240 puts you at 120.
120. I believe I'm in range. Yep.
All right, so you're at 120 up in the air, like right at this location that you're at.
I'm gonna fireball right
All right.
here.
Yeah, that should be within range. Because like you're 120 foot in the air right here. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I've got a 150.
Okay. So how far away are you to where you're trying to, like just square wise, and I can tell you how far you are. There's an angle there. Bird's just been dive bombing.
55-ish.
Okay.
your max range on it?
150.
Pretty close.
So you said 55.
Yeah.
All right. So that puts you at 132.
Nice.
All right. I'll drop a 5th level fireball.
5th level fireball. Where at?
It's less distance from here.
Right there, so it should get
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, except for that one. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start from front to back, nearest to you, and then towards me, and then, you know. So the first guy, you just go ahead and point. This is Dex save, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull up their stat. Okay.
Look at my
So
tiny
I've
hand
got
over their head.
13 for him. Then now moving over to the next one. 5. 7 or 8. 9. 2.
They
All right, so they all fail.
terribly.
What's your damage at right now?
33.
All right, they're all dead.
Talk about
I
a-
say,
Talk about a blindside block right there. You're just
Crack back.
Orb flies down and you see this explosion. You see their bodies just get launched in all directions. Some hit the cart and go spinning off.
Bruce is like,
Others, one flies back, smashes his skull against the rock. The
Oh,
others just
God.
are all on fire, just burning to death.
Bird's gonna eat again.
So, how many of them are left alone? 2?
1, 2.
you're just thinking of shooting a guy's horse. The next thing you know, you're blown up. I'd send him running.
Alrighty, and that's Draven. Azure.
I want to slide behind him, but that's rough terrain, right?
Going through that is right there.
So
It's 30 right there.
Okay. So you're behind him.
I'm gonna swing at him twice.
Alright.
I wanted to make sure I put them down before they could scatter.
5th level.
I mean, there's nothing.
Third
It's
level
good
would have
for it.
done.
Yeah.
21 and 17.
1 hit, 1 miss.
I mean, there was a lot of.
Catch him with the
ones
first
and
one, you go
stuff
to
in there,
thrust
so
again, and he just kind of gets skinny and dodges out of the way to avoid
I
your
can't
thrust.
scry right now.
13.
13 damage.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Alright.
Got all that pent up fire.
Had to make up for some lost time.
Okay, so this guy's still alive here. So he is going to walk up to the horse and swing its sword at it twice. You see him kind of square the sword up over its head.
Kick him in the teeth, horse.
The horse is like.
What was that?
You only get it once. You gotta replay it otherwise.
Rewatch the stream.
Oh, that was weird. 6 damage to it. They rolled 2 ones. It's hurt. It's got a big gash right here, but
Bill's character.
it's still alive.
Poor horse.
All right.
That was what your horse? What was your horse's name?
And
was,
Nate, you're up.
It was John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
Not John Wayne.
Booming blade attack him. So Eris nat 20.
With a
Nice.
sneak attack nat 20. That's why I went over there.
Nat 20.
I was like, I don't want to get in melee, but Big Daddy's over there with them, so.
Oh,
Boo. Bunch of ones.
15. Uh, 28. Wait, and then I gotta reroll all of this shit again. Oh, yeah. There we go. 8.
That would be a badass picture.
58.
58.
Draven on a freaking Larry Legend throwing a fireball down. That's a cool picture. Yeah. Randolph.
Just picture him dive bombing it. I'm like, ah.
All right. So just a big stab. He's got the booming blade on him.
Yeah, and if he's still up, I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's still up.
I'll go ahead and pull the crossbow and
give him a shot. It's gonna be a miss.
All right, so you cast the spell right there. He's going to use his reaction to make a melee attack against you. He's got Mage Slayer, so you can do that if you cast a spell within 5 feet. So 14 plus. That's his 9. Did you hit? What was your roll on the crossbow?
It missed.
Okay. Plus 9 is 23.
That hits.
All right, so that's his trident. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
So he just kind of sticks you with it. As his reaction, the other soldier gonna run up behind you, Azur, drawing his longsword, making 2 attacks.
Ooh,
at
you
you.
hit me in the butt.
Yeah. Long sword.
Hit me with this sword in my pants.
Believe me, it's really long.
Yeah.
Go on.
I keep my
Natural 20 and 12.
natural.
Or, sorry, he has advantage. So natural 20 on the first one.
Just loves killing us.
At least it's a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna still do my Tomb of.
Okay, so you do
Leviathan.
2 of Levis. I guess that's
Yeah.
a better roll. So
Tomb
it's
of
2
Leviathan. I get 90 temporary hit points.
So now it's a little ice chipper.
Carves it into a beautiful swan.
You take 23 points against your ice tomb.
23.
Mm-hmm.
I think only one thing's like broken through that.
Now,
I didn't even break it through. It just that close.
Roussel will send a. He'll run up to that guy. He's gonna do inflict wounds. You see him just kind of charging. He stows his mace, and you just see all this black energy swirling around his hand. That's okay. For the 20 to hit, and that's 3d10.
You know, Roos. That magic weapon always just chills in the battlefield.
Yeah. Well, once the fireball came in and killed everybody before he got another.
Oh, I know.
And so 15 on that guy.
Might have singed his eyebrows a bit.
Oh,
He's covered in blood. Bruce is covered in blood.
he just runs up. That necrotic energy washes over him. There's 1 point away from killing him. See how far can he move? Spiritual weapon. He can move that 20 feet, right?
20 or 25, something like
Of course, you would say 25. It's 20.
Oh.
Move it 20 feet closer.
Hits himself. No, Bruce.
Fine, yeah.
So this guy's up. He is going to Misty Step 30 feet into the air. And then he just got his gun back, so he doesn't get to shoot this yet. So he is going to make 2 shots. Yeah.
Perfect.
At you.
Okay.
And so he's 30 feet up. First shot, you're a big ice ball. 22.
Shield.
And second shot, 14.
I'll go ahead and shield that.
So you block it?
Yeah.
And then he will fly another 50 feet up.
Covered in ice.
So he's 80 feet in the air.
It's on you, Roos.
Remy, you're up.
Remy. I will take my first shot. He's 80 in the air, so
Yep.
I'll take a shot at him. 26.
Yep, that hits.
This one? Yeah. 7.
4 bones rolling damage.
7 damage?
Yeah.
You're just taking a second shot?
Yeah, I'm going to reload.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to reload.
Alright. So you hit him once. And you use your second to start reloading your pepper box. Draven.
I'll do
Bird's still in a dive bomb action.
pull him back a little bit.
You'll have to use your action to pull him up.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
Shit.
You can to issue a command to him.
Okay. I'll pull him back and have him hover at I guess
Just where he is, or just keep going down?
about 40 feet off the ground. If he's past that or not, I don't know.
Yeah, right now you're the 120.
Okay, yeah, then I'll slow him up and coast to about a stop at.
Land on the ground, because if you hover right up above, you might start knocking everybody over. It's a gigantic bird.
Okay. So I guess land on the ground's the best option.
That or hover where you're at.
Okay, I'll hover.
This guy's
where
80 feet in the air.
Yeah, I'll hover where I'm at then.
Okay. So you tell him to pull up.
Yeah.
Bonus action.
Don't really have one. But...
Okay. So yeah, you maybe go down to 100 feet just to get you closer. That keeps you far enough up above everybody to where it's not going to fuck with them too much. And that guy's 20 feet below you. Azur.
I am incapacitated.
Your ice
My
melts. This soldier. Gonna try to finish off the
Go let him
horse.
hit me. A little prick.
Azur failed.
Go let him hit me.
That one will miss. The horse has. Oh, okay. The horse is still alive, so he takes 4 more damage. 11.
John Wayne.
Come on, Johnny.
Well, Bruce.
Got that
How
true
high
grit.
is he right
80
now?
feet.
I'll take a shot with crossbow.
All right.
17.
17 misses.
Say, get back down here, you pussy! Killing this guy, Remy.
The other
I'm gonna get him.
soldier is gonna take a swing or 2 swings at you, Azur.
Crit it again.
Who's fucked up?
Go there, I would have killed him.
Second attack's a 5. But the other ones. Okay. That was 3. Oh, a 1 and a 2. So 5 points.
I gotta do a concentration check.
With slashing, DC 10.
With advantage. Well, that was a 16 on my first roll
Oh, what
without
up,
even
Jinx?
any. So 19.
19. Yeah, you passed that. Only 5 points of damage to you. Roussel. Actually gonna bonus action move this thing closer to this guy if he can get there within 20 feet.
Yeah, he can.
Spiritual weapon. And repeat the attack as the bonus action. Okay, cool. Ooh. 17.
Get him, Roos.
Does it automatically make the attack like it?
Yeah, once it gets within 5 feet, it attacks.
You can use your bonus action to.
Yeah, you use your bonus action to move it up to 20 feet and repeat the attack
Wait.
once it gets within 5 foot. So he doesn't have to use his action. Yeah, that's enough to kill him. That guy has 1 health. So the axe comes up, just makes a big cut down his shoulder, and then he'll actually use his action here to cast Cure Wounds on the horse.
2 horses. That's
Huge.
Yeah.
That avoid Roos.
12 health to the horse. So the horse is at full health.
nice.
Nice.
That one
John Wayne
closes up.
survived.
Johnny boy.
Walker.
So he'll take 2 more shots. At
I'm flipping him off.
actually, he's not. He's gonna dash. He's gonna go 100 more feet. And this
Like
time he's kind of
180?
going at an angle. So now he's like 180-ish above the ground at an angle away from you. Yeah. Draven. Or no, excuse me, Remy. So he's about 180. At the angle you're at, it's probably closer to 190. Because he's kind of starting to fly away.
I'll take 2 shots at him.
Right here. Nice one.
If I
12 and a 14.
Damn, dice betraying you.
That's with
Yeah.
your plus?
That's with
Yeah.
the plus on it? Damn.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Whew. Damn it. Have luck or anything?
Yeah, I'll use one.
Trying to blast him.
Fucking 14.
God damn. Dice are betraying. Try this one next time. That one normally does pretty well.
How
for
bad
me.
do we want to hit him?
It's your. This is your storyline.
Yeah.
This is your storyline. This ain't ours.
Luckily, Draven will have maybe some hits coming up.
I mean, you get like 320 range with
Yeah,
that
I know.
gun,
I
so-
know. Yeah, I want to stand pat.
All right. Draven.
How far is he from me?
So from you, you are 100 feet in the air. 100. He's about 85 feet from you.
85 feet. All right. I'll peg him with a fireball.
Fireball? What level?
4th.
4th level fireball. Right at him. All right.
Just peg him with a freaking fireball.
That is tough. Move my dice away.
Go get him too.
10.
34.
34.
That was a lot better overall.
As he's flying away, just poof, a fireball explodes on him. He's still up. He's looking very singed and injured, but he is still up.
Burn up that
Azul. So from you, he's about 100 and roughly closer to 185 from you.
Yeah.
A little closer than Remy was.
Wish I had a spell slot. Yeah, Eldritch Blast isn't like a weapon. I can't do it, so I'm gonna have to. I'll do my rod and
Regain a spell slot. Pull out your
your
little
rounds
trident.
doing nothing.
All right. That's Holder's dead. Nate.
I'll run around this mug
Oh
and
yeah, this fucker that's hitting me.
I'll boom blade
It's a
him.
nuisance.
28 to hit.
That'll hit. Or you start counting, let me know when you get to 16.
There.
All right. Stick him in right through the heart. His body explodes and ripped apart by your booming
I
blade.
never did his booming blade.
Oh yeah, roll that damage. That popped when he moved.
6.
6. All right. So yeah, that guy's dead. You can remove him. Driscoll. Driscoll's real far because he's over there. See what Driscoll's spells look like. See if he has anything that can reach.
I doubt it.
No. He's just gonna run as close to he can get to Remy. Can you get right next to him?
Yeah.
He'll cast Cure Wounds on him. Healing Remy for 6, 7, 8 points. Or excuse me, 9 points.
You don't run your bird.
You feel that warm radiant energy just kind of close up one of the wounds on your arm.
You could just hold person and let him fall from the sky.
Yes.
No.
No.
So what we say he was how far from you?
85.
85
Yeah,
foot.
I was 85 at best.
So
185.
he's gonna go another 100 feet. It's kind of at an angle.
So he's 180 from me.
Probably at the angle about 190 now. Another 100 feet. The angle adds a little bit to it. He's flying off in the other direction. Remy. So before he was 185. I would say he's 285, 290.
So still in range.
Yeah, you got crazy fucking range on the.
Insane range.
First shot at him. 25.
That hits.
Second shot. Natural 20.
Is that Drew's dice?
Yeah. Drew loaded dice.
It's not loaded dice.
Bust out a crit.
That's the one I got from like fucking Thailand or
We get an
something.
extra one.
Yeah.
There's one here.
And right here.
China is asshole.
His asshole.
I'm pretty sure it came from fucking
It's a
Thailand.
9.
What the heck? You rolled a D8 first off.
Both hit. Oh yeah, one was a
26.
crit. 26 total. All right, so he's 290 from you. You can pull up your pepper box. You aim again, hitting him. One goes right through his back, like severing his spine, and the other goes through his head as he goes through that tailspin. Tuft of feathers go flying in the air as this body just kind of spins and crashes into the ground. I'm gonna put him way over there somewhere. That's fine.
First splat.
You're kerplat. God damn.
I wanna run over to the body.
Your cheat code wants to get even cheatier, okay.
Race.
Remy should get
fuck.
double.
You're gonna die on that bird.
Is anybody else trying to make an effort to get to this faster?
Yeah, I will.
I see the bird going, I stop.
So you start to run and the bird just goes. Alright, well, it's no contest.
I think Remy should probably get it.
Yeah.
So you get there faster.
Yeah.
The one that can use it.
So you land on the ground.
I just meant he would just give it back to me.
Alright. So you dismount from bird.
Yep.
And you check body. Yep. Alright, going through the remains of this Arakokra. 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 Look at I wrote his lead.
Just because I'll never beat you in a foot race ever.
Games.
Yeah, Matt and Marisha do the voices on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's man.
Arakokra.
Alright, so searching the body, you find a large satchel on him that has 5,000 gold pieces in it.
Woo! Pick up that bag, homie.
Oh, that's not nice. Pull that. You find a large bottle of, it's a potion of supreme healing. Gonna see if it had a special description.
You gonna put that down?
Yeah, since I used my last one on you.
Yeah, he's wearing his studded leather armor. You notice he's got a ring on as well.
Pop that bad boy off.
Take magic on that armor.
See that ring?
Just looking at the ring, it's got like it's made out of silver, and it kind of like comes around in a spiral pattern that kind of looks like a feather, and with like a gold band going through it in the center. So obviously got his trident that didn't really land right next to his body because he dropped it when he died, but it's in the ground over there somewhere. You find another little pouch. He just like on his belt, like clipped into the side. You find 8 healing salves.
Oh, nice. Just deleted those out of my fucking inventory.
His pistol was in his sash.
I'll just throw that in the bush. Who needs that?
And then there's like another small pouch. It's kind of made out of this thicker, like black leather. It's cold to the touch. Opening up, looking inside, you find 10 of these
like orbs about this big that kind of have like they look like silver-ish, but like if it were frozen and like just little
Frosty.
yeah. Well, I don't know how to describe the little look of cold coming
I'll,
up off of it.
I'll undo his pants and take the pouch off his belt.
Okay. All right.
Always fucking birds.
And that's it.
Wait. I'll sit up in the road waiting on them, and while I wait on them, I'll cast detect magic.
All right.
We'll just get the horses, like, feed the horses to Larry, and then get the other two, like, where they pull the cart. And...
All right. So detect magic
Pick up
from.
the trident on the way over there.
You guys can detect magic or identify.
Oh, identify. Sorry.
Say identify on what?
I'll start with the ring.
All right. So after you finish that, was it 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It is a ring of feather falling.
Huh.
Do I know if I have to attend to it?
Yes, you have to attune to it.
All right, and I guess I'll identify the marbles.
Okay. Identifying those, they seem to be some kind of ice magic infused bits of ammunition.
Ooh.
Cool.
And do I have
Is
enough
that ice
time?
infused?
Do I have enough time to identify the pistol?
I mean, everybody's around you at this point.
Okay.
Casting identify on the pistol, it's not magical.
All right. I'll just toss the pistol up to where they're standing to see if someone wants it, snags it, and I'll hand
I will snag the pistol.
I'll hand Roussel the ammunition.
Bill?
Rousseau
I mean not
takes the
Roussel. Sorry,
ammunition.
Remy.
How much ammunition?
10 rounds of
And
ice
then I will.
bullets.
Would anyone like a ring of feather falling?
I mean, if you're gonna be riding around on that bird, you might need to think about that for yourself.
The problem
buddy.
is there's a few things that I do enjoy having.
Is your
attend-
life one of them?
Could be. But do you have any takers?
What about
I
you?
mean,
Anybody?
Me and
Remy?
Remy have open slots. I mean,
I can. I'm skilled enough to cast that on myself anyway.
I have fly, so I think he should. And at least you have fly,
Right.
Yeah,
and he doesn't have any magic.
be good for Remy.
I
Yeah,
will
so start
flick
flying
the ring
around on-
to Remy.
That bird
What is it
shooting
called?
people from 400
Ring of
feet
feather
away.
falling. You'll have to attune to it.
You probably ought to.
Is it like a charged thing?
Nope. And just when you're wearing it, you fall 60 feet per round instead of.
What did those
Instantly.
ne'er-do-wells want with us, anyways?
And it seemed like he might have y'all known one another. What is
We did
that-
know each other. As you all know, I was a member of the Sanguine Eye, as was Nate. But what you don't know is I was in a secret order called the Amethyst Order inside of the Sanguine Eye,
A secret order
was
inside
part of
of
a
a secret order.
Driscoll military.
part of the Driscoll military. And our mission was to basically research and development of firearms to basically make them better.
Interesting.
So what was it? Is part of the Driscoll military, but
Yeah, he
they
works for
were-
the Sanguine Eye.
So
Went into
yeah,
like
you're
deep cover.
Okay, so you're
double
a
agent.
double agent,
Mm-hmm.
stole from the Driscoll military.
Correct.
So he's a double agent.
So did you cross the Sanguine Eye, or did you cross actual Driscoll?
Driscoll.
I would
Sounds
say
like
I
he
crossed
crossed
Driscoll.
both of them.
Okay.
And in turn, probably the Sanguine Eye as well.
Might forgive you if you didn't mess up that relationship.
They know you can't stay in town once you've done something like that.
Correct. And I have been on the run ever.
Well, so I'm sure you're not wanting to go back into town.
No, it doesn't sound too good.
We
Who,
do need to stop in town, though.
Who was this guy? Was he a captain or something?
What do they call the King of Driscoll?
The leader of Driscoll is this story. Calabar Driscoll. Nope, that was the
Is it?
that name.
I think it starts with an
Frennick Driscoll.
It gets worse.
Hmm.
The magic wand you ask about is called a pepper box. It's actually specially made for what was the name? Frennick Driscoll.
Stole the king's firearm?
I stole the king's firearm.
I'll as I hear this, I'll start undoing the leather armor on this guy and tell Larry to eat.
Eat the leather armor?
No, eat the guy.
Eat the bird.
He's a cannibal.
Birds are cannibals.
Yeah, birds are.
Well, he's a human.
You recognize the
Humanoid.
Aarakocra as
Very efficient way to get rid
Zaid.
of bodies.
He worked on. He was part of the Amethyst Order
No
If you-
witnesses.
as well, and he was just a, about the same level as you.
Right.
He wasn't an officer or
Right.
anything.
So they might have a bounty on you.
I would imagine so.
At least you know who the magistrate is? At least you're not in deep with him. I met him.
You'd be familiar with hearing the term magistrate from the Sanguinai, but you've never met him.
Right.
Pretty ugly. Well, we could go in and try to find you some.
That leave us.
We could just
How far are we from Driscoll right now?
About a day now.
we could bypass.
How many more of these pepper boxes or pistols would you say there are?
This would be the only pepper box.
Okay. Did more of this order have these others?
They were in development of other guns. I don't know how many they have now.
You want to be totally forthright with them?
Yeah.
So you would know that they're trying to arm the Driscoll military with firearms.
Right.
It would be a huge escalation of the war front. Could change the tide of the battle. They've got the steel production, they've got the black powder production, and the means to do
Airship.
it.
They've got everything they need.
Yeah,
Got the
they're the
airship
technological
money.
people. Science.
Power
Yeah.
of
Little
science.
tinkering
Weapons of
gun,
science.
So what's your plan? What do you want to do here, Remy?
Probably not go to Driscoll.
down.
Be my number one thing I'd want to do.
Roussel kind of speaks up. Well, if we do need to stop, is there any way you can disguise yourself? Any magics or physical disguise?
He could hide inside of Larry.
I've got some.
I don't know if we can take that big bird to the city.
I mean, we could.
You know, it looks a lot like
Can dress them up. I've got some.
evil birds of legend.
I mean, Larry's nice.
Well, right, but that doesn't mean Driscoll will think he's nice when they see a 200-foot wingspan
What if we
bird
hang a
appearing
big
to-
sign on him that says,
He's a
"I'm
literal
friendly.
monster."
Hello, my name is Larry. I am friendly."
I don't know if he'll get close enough to have the sign read. They can read it after they see his corpse on the ground. So, any
I
disguise?
would only have one way to disguise myself, and that would probably. I do not want to do that,
Huh. Shave beard.
and that might not even be that much of it.
We could wrap a blanket over his head.
Got some fine, real fine clothes. Make you look like a distinguished gentleman.
We'll just try.
What are we going to Driscoll for?
We need
can-
supplies. for
I have no
one.
idea. I've never been there.
I need some magical components to complete some of my
teleportation
spells.
spell.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Yeah,
I also
fine.
need magical components.
I'm
We could look for
trying to get
some-
my hands on a nice magical crossbow.
Yes, as mine.
So
Is there anything you want that we could go and? Cause you
Well,
could go to.
I wanted armor, but I picked it up from
Can the
Nate whenever he.
can the Sanguinai get us in unnoticed?
Pick up the armor.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is the armor?
Yeah.
Was that armor magical?
Become the armor.
Yeah, that's what I was about
I
to
will
say.
pick
Is
up
the
the
armor? That's what I was say. Does the armor look like
Yeah.
it's magical?
Yeah.
I think did you chest the armor?
I
I
did.
haven't tested the armor.
I will
like to-
identify the armor.
Oh,
After
I've been
spending
thinking
10
of it.
minutes to identify the armor, it is magical studded leather armor.
It's not magical. It's shite.
Nice, perfect.
Oh. Draven's withholding information.
This whole encounter was to beef you up.
Right.
You should feel happy, Boomer.
Right.
He almost flew away too.
I will pick up the magical studded armor.
Yeah, I didn't actually want him to die there. Y'all killed him. Tried to get away.
Didn't want to report
I'm
it
glad
back.
he didn't. I'm glad- yeah.
I was gonna hound him down.
I went 2 rounds of doing nothing. And I was
Yeah,
so mad.
you being on the big bird, it was going to be tough to get away. But he was trying.
Is it +1 studded leather?
Who's taking it? I mean, it's not going to change. I'm just saying it's +2.
I only have +1.
Yeah, man, you have shield, so and you can take half your damage away.
I know. I'm just a bitch.
Yeah, you're just a cheat code over there.
These are
Alright.
tank.
So,
I'm
are
the
y'all heading to
AC
Driscoll?
Um,
Are we heading to Driscoll?
We do need to head to
Yourself?
school, I would say.
if
Stop in.
I can go in and I don't want to hang out of town, I can see if the Sanguine Eye can get us in more on notice.
I should be able to go in as well with my disguise.
Why doesn't someone buy a dress and a nice hat and put it over him?
It's gonna be.
It's got a beard.
+2.
Alright, but you could get a full
Oh, and the
What
studded
about if we
armor.
just get
full
a trench coat?
headwear.
And we
those
put-
people were wiped out years ago.
What if we put a Z and Remy in a trench coat and just have them stand on top?
Oh,
of
they
each
could be like a
other?
really tall guy.
Yeah,
Yes, they could be like a
Probably
Goliath.
purple.
of course.
That's much less.
One
considerate.
right
alcohol,
there.
please.
Yeah.
Welcome to the tavern.
So put in studded leather.
We do. I forgot I still had the map up. It can be used as a TV. It's not, or
It's
for
on the
digital
TV.
maps. It's not on there right now. That's just
Yeah,
a,
just
a
do
paper map
studded.
I have.
It might go all the way down.
Let's turn that off.
Load more.
No, it's not a paper map. It's an image of the Iron Lich.
You're an
Image slide. Property.
I think you're mine. Still got them.
Which AC now?
20.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll get right back at it with y'all entering Driscoll.
Yeah,
Right before
I need a rest.
Yeah, y'all,
Well, yeah,
y'all will
yeah,
get a rest
yeah.
in between here.
yeah. Since y'all are staying outside and we're.
Well, it's still you're still a full day
days
away,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so y'all will get a long rest here. We're gonna take a quick break.
So-
We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
I should
or so.
have. I should have 4 more hours on reading.
Be back.
Ow.
Nice.
Alrighty. So, like, he didn't have enough time to, like, intricately carve. He had enough time to take, like, the wooden, block and carve it down to start to look like a mask. So, yeah, like that, just without the design in it.
Okay.
What does it look like?
Yeah, same shape, eye holes. Just, he didn't have enough time to get that design put into it yet. Which, I mean, you by yourself could probably start carving something into it, relatively easily to make just those deep rifts in it if you wanted to. Just trying to figure out how much time it would take to really take a nice big block of wood and carve it down with ancient tools from a not so talented craftsman,
No electric tools.
Yeah, no electric tools
I
and
don't
a
know.
guy by himself.
Because like all I've ever seen, guys that are super badass at wood carving do it, and they.
Yeah, like a
You
day.
got grinders and saws.
Well, even like the old
Just
school
the
stuff.
planers. Get wood down really fast.
Yeah, if you
But
know what you're doing.
Maybe if you'd gone in a bigger town, but
Right.
it's just Marrow.
Marrow sucks.
Marrow sucks in every way. Even the king was like, yes, so fine. Honestly, they're not that great. That's why the town sucks. All right, so we've regrouped. You've made your way to the edge of Driscoll. What are you doing with the bird? What is Remy doing?
Yeah, it's like a mile out. I'm gonna camp out in the woods.
Okay.
Gonna wait for us.
What are you gonna do?
We'll head into town. But
Are you staying with like the wagon?
Yeah, I'm staying with the wagon.
we might pick up a couple more horses while we're in Driscoll as well.
Probably should. Pick
Probably
up
should.
Corvette and maybe Malibu.
Honda.
I think Lambo and Aston Martin died.
Still got Ferrari.
And John Wayne. All right.
So John Wayne's
Could pick
strong.
up
Wolf.
Maserati.
Bentley.
Yeah.
Bentley's too luxury.
He's a posh horse.
Honda.
Old
All right,
Honda.
so is
Old
everybody
Honda.
going into town?
I am.
I am.
You are. Remy?
Staying
I'm
in the
staying with the wagon.
Staying with the wagon.
And the bird.
Yeah, you obviously had to attach your 2 surviving horses to the wagon.
We
You want me to stay with you?
long-rested.
All right, so y'all go. You hold down the fort. Roussel will stay with him.
Yeah.
So as y'all enter the town,
Does
Oh.
Roussel need anything?
uh,
What kind of armor he got on?
Roussel has on a. He has half plate.
Does he want full plate?
Uh,
You're doing well in the battle. Do you want some full plate there? If we can find it
yeah,
anyway.
if you can get some full plate, he'd wear it.
He about my size?
Roughly, yeah. Let's see. He's 5'9", 170.
Okay, I'm 5'8", 165.
Yeah, so basically the same size. Let me look at his spells, see if he needs any special
I'm 5'9", 165.
special components. No, I think he's. Wait, maybe for this. He asks you to get him. He
said you should be able to find them in just a shop that sells magical components. But they should be like some specially marked sticks or bones or dice. Really just tell them they're for the spell augury. And he needs to grab some of those if he could get a couple sets. They need to be worth 25 gold.
Give him a bag full.
You can get him like a little sack of those. Or you could have a couple uses of it.
I'll head to the magic shop.
Alright, so you head towards the shop is called.
I'll go straight for the Sanguinai if you've got the shopping handled.
Yeah, I think me and Azur are gonna handle that, and
Potions do what we need.
try to knock out our shop.
Where is this fucking page?
Maybe if I'm lucky, they.
This. Here's the butthole brigade. The Elder Talisman. Chocolate.
Yeah, this guy was super cool.
Golden Tilcott. Alright, so you head there, you're heading towards Sanguinai. Who are you going with?
Rowdy.
Alright.
I'm in Draven.
So you head with Draven. Roland says, welcome back to the Elder Talisman. So, what can I help you with today?
Well, we've got quite the shopping list. I need a bag of bones for a cleric spell.
What
Especially
spell?
marked. I believe it was Augur something.
Augury?
Augury.
Yes, how
That's what
many
it is.
sets do you need?
Say 15.
15 sets?
You say a couple?
I mean, he just asked for a few, but if
We
y'all
can do
wanted
t-
to get him
We
more,
can do 10.
10 sets, that'd be 250 gold.
Fine.
I've got a calculator going.
So did you keep that? You kept that bag?
Yeah, I was gonna spend it on.
He
this
gets out a
sort of
small
shit.
sack and loads it up.
I also need about 10 uses of a material for teleportation circle. It's rare chalks and inks infused with
Yeah, he
precious
goes through his little.
gems
He's got like a little book, and he goes through it.
with
Not teleport. Circle. Rare chalks. Just gems with 50 gold. How much? How many uses?
10, please.
All right.
And then I also need a
He like
focus.
opens up these two like containers, like gets scoops and starts scooping them in there. Shakes them up when he puts them together. All right, that should get you about 10 uses. That's 500 gold.
I also
What else?
need a spell focus worth about 1,000 gold
Anything in particular?
for scrying.
Well, right. But would you prefer like a diamond, pearl, a ruby, a wand? Or not really a wand.
What's
A crystal
you have a
ball.
what's your most unique focus you have?
Huh. He starts going through some stuff here. I've got this very large crystal ball. It's he like pulls it out. It's like this big.
Oh, no.
It's pretty unique.
That's a
is
crystal
quite
ball.
large. Do you have one that's about yay big?
A little smaller.
A little bit small.
Pulls out a smaller one.
All right, there we go.
All right. So this one we'll call it this size. About 1250.
That's fine.
That's 2,000 total right now. Anything else?
Do you have any? I know last time we came in. Do you have spell scrolls?
Yes, I have spell scrolls. I have a scroll of.
I already have it.
Scroll. I've got a scroll of Bigby's hand.
Ooh, water breathing. Once in the last 24 hours. Spell slot or nothing.
I've got a scroll of Blade Barrier. It's a cleric scroll. A scroll of Eye Bite. Bard, Wizard, Sorcerer.
I think Rabite's level 6.
Eye Bite is level 6. Bard, Sorcerer, Warlock, or a Wizard could use it. Got a scroll of Negative Energy Flood. It's a 5th level spell for Warlock or Wizard. Scroll of Protection from Poison. A scroll of Shillelagh. For the druid in your party that doesn't have Shillelagh.
What druid
automatically
wouldn't?
has access to.
Right. Yeah. Not. No, random moves. A tongue-in-cheek joke.
Do they do potions
I've got a few potions.
of healing typically?
Actually,
Already?
no, he doesn't actually have potions. Sorry.
Got my hook.
And yeah, those are my scrolls. Oh, Find Steed. Fabricate.
That's a paladin spell.
You have Wizard or Forge Domain Cleric.
Oh, really? Find Steed?
Oh, I was saying Fabricate.
Oh, I heard Find Steed.
I said Find Steed before that, and then I said Fabricate. Yes, Find Steed is a paladin spell.
That's a pretty cool spell, actually.
And then a scroll of Investor of Stone. So, any of those pique your interest?
What's the Vesture of Stone?
The 6th level spell. It lasts for 10 minutes while you're concentrating. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Your action to create. You can use You can create a small earthquake with a 15-foot radius centered on you. Anyone around you has to make. Could potentially be knocked prone if they fail a dex save. And you can move across difficult terrain made of earth or stone without expending extra movement. You can move through solid earth or stone as if it was air, without and you don't destabilize it. But you can't end your movement there. If you do, you're ejected to the nearest occupied space. The spell ends, and you are stunned until the end of your next turn. Kind of just turns your body, infuses it with stone magic.
Dangerous? Any of those sound good to you, is it?
Nothing to me.
Nothing really piques my interest that I know of.
Alright, magical items. I have, of course, the Defender Rapier that y'all saw that one time there above the mantle. Got an green elemental gem. It conjures a water elemental. I have gauntlets of ogre power. Could make you stronger.
How much are those?
The gauntlets of ogre power are
Yeah, a lot. Up to like 9.
yeah, puts it at 19.
Hey, since he wants everything, you can have 5 things, 4 things, so close to 19.
What are they?
Gauntlets of ogre strength.
You would be a freaking Chica. You have 19 dex, 19,
Do you have
18
13?
intelligence, 19
Yeah.
con, 19 strength.
Why are some of these things not fucking in alphabetical order?
8,000 gold pieces.
Could write you a check.
You take credit.
How much did you say it was?
8,000.
I can put in some.
We only got 46.67 in the bag. 18.4 in the bank.
I've got almost 8.
What else you got? Put those to the side.
Okay, I have I've got a heavy crossbow of warning.
See?
And I have a hand crossbow of warning.
Is that magical?
Oh, of course, it
Which is?
warns you when you're in danger.
But it wouldn't be. But it's not. Would it be considered a magical weapon hitting people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how much is that?
The crossbow of warning.
That's more important than the.
About item.
And we can all hit long distance with magic, but you.
Pretty cool element.
Basically arm. Yeah, exactly. Kind of a 2-in-1 thing.
The crossbow of warning is.
I'm getting a +1 to my attack and damage, but it's also 8 to for the crossbow. 8 damage. 2 around.
It is 10,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And what it does is it gives you advantage on your initiative rolls. And you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised unless you're incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep.
Okay, so how much do you have?
And if you are sleeping, the weapon wakes you and your companions up.
7,995.
Yeah, it's a really big item. That's why it's expensive.
7,900.
95.
We can go to the bank here, right?
Yeah.
I got 46. So get that and what was your other amount?
The other
2,000.
2,000
So would you do
would be 12. 12,000. And then
would you do 950 for everything?
950. You'd like an $11,000 discount or a gold piece discount.
9,500.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah, 9,500.
That means
What I meant.
1,500. About a 20% discount. You can
Was that too much? 900.
well, you can roll for it.
999.
Yeah, I'll put this.
Persuasion.
Yeah, 15.
Double.
What about 10,800?
Out of 1,200 is the price.
12,000.
12,000. I mean.
That's 1,200 off. It's
Yeah,
10%.
that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we'll do that. That's
All right.
money's
10,800.
money. But I got 4,600.
I'll say it's simple enough for you to go to the bank, get the money, and
Okay.
then come here.
So
So we
it
don't have
was-
to waste time doing that.
And
1,800.
yeah.
All right. And got everything I wanted there.
Yeah, I'll, whenever we go to the bank, I'll put 5,000 back into it.
Okay.
So if
You
you want to put that in there, Tony.
Go seek out the Sanguine Eye.
Okay, I guess I'll go to the Crimson Fox.
Make your way to the Crimson Fox. There you see your friend Dola behind the counter.
Order around.
She gives you a mug of ale.
Is the eye around?
Yes. You can go talk. Just a moment. You notice as you're walking there, before you get there, looking around the city, you see. Actually, make a perception check.
Write all that
Y'all
stuff
can do
down,
it too
right?
as y'all walk around the city. I forgot to say that when y'all got here.
24.
24. Okay. Yeah. So as you're walking around the city, you notice posted on the walls a wanted poster. The picture of Remington drawn on it.
Oh no.
It says "Wanted for treason." Heavily armed and dangerous. Dead, 5,000 gold pieces. Alive, 10,000 gold pieces.
We just got all that for free. Old person.
And it's all like caps, bold, in a Comic Sans font.
Nobody uses Comic Sans.
I was gonna
add insult to injury.
Can I try to pick it off the wall?
Yeah.
And look at it.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna fold it up,
Pull
put it
off
in my
the wall,
pocket.
Put it in your pocket. All right, yeah. You see them posted like all around the city. Yeah, I forgot to say that when y'all entered. All right, so the woman at the counter takes you to the back. You know, through the back door, down a set of stairs, which goes down another set of stairs. And, sitting in this room at a table is Dola Fox. Welcome,
Dola, good to see you.
Nathaniel. What brings you to this neck of the woods? What?
What Garza said.
Tell him about the rabbits.
The rabbits. About the rabbits.
Oh, that's fucking
The
hilarious.
rabbits,
So
George.
pet them.
All right. What brings you to town?
Oh, well, we kind of passing through on the road. Been pretty exciting out there, to say the least.
It's fast times we live in now. At Ridge Mountain High.
Get into town and see a familiar face plastered all over the walls.
God damn it, Garza.
All right.
Yes, it's unfortunate. Unfortunate for sure.
Was he doing your bidding at the time?
We had sent him years ago to apply for this program that the military was starting. It was overseen by a general named Palabar Driscoll. Remy was a prime candidate for his prowess in combat and his above average intelligence. He was taken in and we lost contact for a while. Obviously, he was a top secret program. But recently, let's see, did you send a message?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Not long ago, he was able to get a message to us that he had taken an item of significant value and skipped town, which was fine. More importantly, he warned us of the product of this military operation, development of they call firearms, should sway the tide of battle.
Have you been able to get your hands on any of these yet?
I haven't been able to get any yet. They don't seem to be widely available as of yet. It seems that members of this organization, I believe it's called, yes, the Amethyst Order, as Remy said, and they seem to be the only ones that have them publicly right now. But it's not like you see them around every day.
We don't
I think they're out looking for him right now, based on my intel.
I told you we ran into this. What was the guy's name that we ran? Did we know that?
Yeah, he told you it was Zaid.
Yeah.
Zaid.
Zaid. We ran into this Zaid of the Amethyst Order
Really?
on the way here.
What did he have to say?
A lot of pompous squawking, but I don't think he'll be squawking anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you've dispatched of him.
We have.
The plot thickens.
He was trying to, I guess, run back here and raise word.
Word of what?
You haven't heard by now Remy's traveling with our party.
I had not heard.
Yeah.
So you found him.
He kind of found us.
Huh. It's amazing how those things work out sometimes.
I was under suspicions maybe you had sent him to us, but
I had not.
maybe just good luck finds us sometimes.
Yeah, fortune favors you, it seems. So, is he here?
In town, no.
Smart. Smart to not bring him into the
After
city.
seeing all of these posters.
Yes, he'd be very easily recognized. I mean, such an uncanny drawing of him, you know, just a masterwork.
Rolled a really high performance check.
So do we not know yet where they are manufacturing these firearms?
Oh, we know where they're manufacturing them.
We do.
But I have something to ask of you.
Yes. Anything.
Yeah, well, it's good that you say anything.
Because it's a lot.
So,
Get your quill.
just as we had recently learned of the fruits of the labor that Remy was involved in, we've recently learned of another program. One of their leads on a project, an engineer of sorts. Her name's Ela Garrick. She's a gnome, a gnomish artificer, top of the class. Cream of the crop of the gnomes in Driscoll. She comes from their school of artificery, which is only available for gnomes here in Driscoll. And as the gnomes receive their education at a young age, the best of the best are plucked out and placed into this school. Only the best and brightest. Well, she was working on a program, top secret, in the same general base as Remy was. Different division, different area. Same.
What was their goal?
Well, she did not work for us initially. She actually sent a message to her brother, Gebetto Garrick, because she had been imprisoned for turning against them. They've been working on some time steam-powered vehicles of war. Yes, and they had developed, and this program must have been going on for at least 100 years, but they had developed a small vehicle to help break down walls, storm city gates, a siege weapon, really. But it's highly dangerous, could malfunction, and it would suffer the gnome a most terrible death of being melted alive by the extreme heat.
Oh.
So they, if it malfunctioned, which they malfunction at a somewhat decent rate, so they wanted to develop an automaton that could potentially pilot this thing. This idea was based on the automatons at the
Literarium.
The literarium, yes.
I've run into these before.
Yes, and they are of a strange origin, but they were trying to reproduce something similar, but smaller and maybe bipedal. Well, it seemed they had started to gain some success there, and they call them sabos, which is God damn it! I came up with this fucking acronym, but I forgot to fucking write what it meant.
SABO?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll remember it eventually, but the very first one they made, Savo 1, they call him, or it seemed to, after many, many years, seemed to develop almost what seemed like to Ella sentience.
Warforged.
And it stopped responding to direct orders without questioning it. It always wanted to know the why of the order and the reason. which was very strange for something that's just supposed to do.
Know what they use to power.
Not sure. Unclear. The message wasn't that detailed, but
Automated collaborators.
yeah, it's something like that, like steam engine, automaton, vehicle operator, or something like that. It's something along those lines. I'll remember it again. I just forgot to write it down. But they just decided they were going to dispose of it. Ela decided that was akin to murder.
She didn't get attached to the thing, did she?
She may have, and she took it and ran. She didn't get too far herself, but she was able to get Savo out. But she was captured. She's currently being imprisoned there at that base. And we need you. Your mission, if you choose to accept, is to break in to this base and rescue Ela and find out where Savo is and retrieve him.
Where is the base located?
It is here in Driscoll, deep underground beneath the castle.
Oh gosh.
You did say anything.
Is there?
There is a hefty monetary reward for your completion of this.
Do we know of where the entrance is?
Well, your friend Remy should be able to tell you where the entrance is. As it's the same base he ran from.
Speaking of Remy, is there any way, does the Sanguine Eye, do we have a way to get him into town without being
Well, we could get him in.
recognized?
It depends on how you want to do it. Do you want to sneak him in, or would you like to walk right through the front gates?
Whichever way gets him unnoticed.
Cheapest.
But I guess if you want to go to prison anyway, I'd rather you be with your guns.
Well, we could get him a hat of disguise, put it on his head, and it can change his appearance.
That would be perfect.
Which it replicates the disguise self spell.
Okay. How long does that last? Is it?
An hour.
Okay.
And with the hat, you can cast it at will. So now, if someone were to stop him and physically touch him, the disguise would not hold up, but he would be able to walk around town at least.
Yes, that would be very helpful.
Yes, so all that needs is a small investment. Yeah, nothing's free. Of 3,000 gold pieces.
3,000.
Now, before you shy away at the price, for the extraction of Ela alive and brought back to me, I'm willing to pay you 25,000 gold pieces. If you can recover Savo 1, I'm willing to throw another 10 on top of it. So 35,000 gold you stand to make if you can complete this.
Is sure she'd be a lot of help for
It's
for
the
us.
wealth of information, her skills, which she will be indebted to us for.
Her brother. We have tabs on him? Where?
Gibetto, yes, you could speak to him if you wish, but he doesn't know much. He just received a message magically and came here to tell us.
Well, let me get the money together, and we'll come back for the hat.
All right.
We'll try to do some planning to bust our girl out.
All right, then. Well, best of luck coming up with the coin and then on your mission.
I'll be seeing you.
All right, see you soon then.
Well, I'll walk out and try to find them.
All right. So y'all spend some time walking around. Eventually, y'all find each other. Assuming y'all are looking for him too.
I figure we know kind of where the
Yeah, you know where these inns are.
Yeah, so we just start kind of going towards there, and
So by the time you get
lookout.
upstairs, they're inside the Red Fox there.
Okay, we'll get a table and around, and I'll tell him what's up.
We should.
I think he can be a lot more valuable to us.
I was just kidding.
With his information. Instead of 10,000, we can turn it into 35.
How cool are they with magic here? I don't remember.
Relatively.
Yeah,
I mean, people use magic, but if you're like super openly casting a spell, like it might make people uncomfortable just because they don't know what you're doing. But
So if I like set my crystal ball on the table and started playing with it,
in this place, in this specific tavern, you'd be fine.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
2,000.
set it on the table.
Okay.
Get out of the bag.
It's
3. I got 1,000 on me.
You wouldn't happen to be able to
I have
draw a
1,200 on me.
quick picture
Keep
of
that.
Lilith, would you?
Attempt. Would that be performance or is it sleight of hand?
It's performance. Art based.
19.
19. Yeah, you draw a good picture of Lilith.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to scry on Lilith.
I'll go downstairs and pay her for that. Is it the hat of guys?
Does the hat just like disguise your face,
No.
whole body?
You can pull up the disguise self spell, and that's what it does for you. I don't have it off the top of my head right now. I'm looking at the scry spell.
So,
It would be probably.
Alright, once I'm reading the spell ready.
okay.
Open them with.
Yeah.
Cool. Take 2.
I took 2, but I can take 3.
Got more than.
You got that 5,000 that I gave you?
Yeah, we have 13,000 in the bank. We might.
All right. Let me.
Here we go. Pretty sure you can change what you look like and everything.
Yeah,
your
you
whole
can.
look.
I just wanted to know if I needed to put my guns.
Easter it.
Yeah, as
It'll
long
last
as
for
it's
an hour.
like holster or whatever, it'll be transformed as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like everything.
Or
does,
covered
so,
up
yeah.
at least.
Right.
Thank you.
Part of the illusion.
Illusion.
And
It should be -7 to her
Yeah,
roll.
I read the spell.
Okay.
what's this crossbow you get?
That's what I was trying to help you with.
Yeah, I got the spell open.
Magical.
I'm looking at
Warning
other
you
stuff
about
right now.
stuff.
Okay.
You guys.
You know, I wasn't gonna get some bracers, but you were bitching all day on the road about that armor. I figured
Plus 1, 6. All right.
You could get those bracers if you wanted.
So you cast Scry, and the crystal ball begins to form an image inside of it. You see your sister on a cart riding down a road. You see around her, she's sitting in the front of it. There's a man in plate armor wearing a tabard with the Blackmore symbol on it. And you see 6 others riding on horses beside it, all in plate, with tabards as well. They're riding down a road.
Can I position my sensor where I can see which way the sun is? Get a direction of which way they're headed?
Doesn't say you can move the sensor. It creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. You can see and hear through it. The sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet of the duration. Creature that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb.
Open protection. That are my Amnian.
It doesn't say you can control the sensor at all.
Okay, so
It's just on them riding.
I can't get an idea of.
Make a perception check. As you're looking at it.
Use luck because I want this to be as insightful as possible. It's gonna be 21.
Okay. I'll say it's about morning now. The sun's in the east. So, sensors here, you're getting like a vision like from this angle onto like tone right here.
Mm-hmm.
And the shadows are being cast that way.
Okay, so they are. So that would be southeast.
The sun's coming from the east, and it's casting it to the other side of them, towards the west.
Is it I don't know what time of day it is now.
It's morning.
Morning.
So sun's on the east side. It's casting the shadow to the west.
I'm not smart enough to figure this
If
out.
they're
on my
traveling
own.
north, it's to the east.
If they were going either direction on that road, it would cast a similar direction.
So they're going
Well,
northeast.
is the sun on their right or on their left?
It's on the east side,
Right. But can you tell if it's on their right or their left?
on their whatever side that is of tone.
Left. So they're going south.
That's what it appears.
So do I know if no south would be back towards us?
Yeah.
So they got what they needed,
You can assume.
Can I assume so?
presumably.
Then, while this is happening, you see her look directly at the orb. And your orb's gone.
Did she look real powerful?
She's definitely more powerful.
Her eyes look like they had stars in them almost.
Oh no.
If I was a betting man, I would have to assume that she has the Divinant Star and is now and is headed back.
It's got legendary action.
So what is our course of action?
What's the good vacations?
I suppose where the turtles are.
Well, we've got a job to do real quick. As for that, it seems Blackmore.
Might need to head to Waterdeep. I don't think they will make it back before then. I'm not exactly sure how far they are either.
Well, they're not on a ship, are they? Or
They're on land.
so we're probably
Let's get
near
stuff in form.
Thorley.
I don't
Yeah,
know if
so-
they're still within the if they're in the borders.
She could
yet,
still be a
or-
month away.
It could be an on.
How far is that trip to Waterdeep?
It's really far.
Yeah,
A couple months there.
if they're heading south,
Roughly.
they're
Just
coming from Waterdeep
normal
on the
travel.
road.
Yeah, they're on the road right now. And yeah, you're super intelligent, so based on, I'll say with your intelligence, because your intelligence is 19, 20?
20.
20. I'll say with your intelligence, you're able to ascertain based on the shadow that they are seemingly just leaving Waterdeep. I think your brain would be able to calculate that shadow angle and whatnot. Being a fucking genius.
Well, it pays off.
So that could be.
So we have time to do your job, but then we need to immediately get on the road.
Sea or off the coast?
It's online that headed back
Waterdeep
to-
is a bay town.
Yeah, I did my research on
Mhm.
Waterdeep, so I know Waterdeep.
It's a port city.
But if they're leaving Waterdeep, then that means they plan on taking the road all the way back.
Just take the high road all the way down.
How long do you expect that to take them?
I would say a little over a month.
Make an intelligence check.
That is 23.
23. So you could imagine, based on your calculation there, the shadow, that they're just now leaving. You also saw that she appears to be much more powerful than she was. She could take the whole road back, or maybe she's waiting for the right moment to leave on her own and get back maybe instantly. You don't know.
I have no idea.
It could take anywhere from a month and a half, 2 months to a minute.
5 seconds.
Can you
Right now.
travel in
Start here.
can you travel in miles in a
She's
distance?
beside you.
I can, but
Yeah?
it's to
What's she-
specific location.
She knows of the same teleportation circle you know of.
If that's the spell she's, I don't know what access of spell level she has
You
now.
don't know who's in her party.
I know she had a caravan full of men with
I
her.
just think finding a needle in a haystack is pretty difficult.
And if I was a betting
Maybe
man,
we should head them off
because
at the
my
pass.
sister's not an idiot, she probably assumes that it was me spying on her.
Let's go back to the cart and
Talk about it. So y'all make your way back to the cart. You stop by, grab the hat.
Yeah.
Make your way back to Remy outside of town. As you're walking around, you see this giant bird's head sticking up over the trees. It's just standing there.
Larry.
It's just super loud, even though it's being quiet. Your ears start bleeding. It kind of ducks its head down.
Damn it, Larry.
Find Remy sitting there.
Hey Remy, I found something for you.
What you got?
Will you sign it for me? Give you the wanted poster.
These were in town.
Yeah, they're in town. Pretty good, huh?
Plastered all over the place. That's why I got you this. Flip the hat towards him.
Flips it over to you. It looks like, the little newsboy hat,
Newsy.
kind of.
Lands on my head with a Disney magical sound.
Yeah, so with that, you can use disguise self. And then
So on top of
You
his
put it in your
cowboy
equipment?
hat is a newsboy hat.
take
you
cowboy
gonna-
hat off.
Are you
Put
gonna
on
keep
that hat.
that crossbow, or are you gonna give it to someone else, or what?
I'm keeping the crossbow, but I got this cloak of protection available now. Whoever they wanted.
You want to roll for it,
Remy?
Remy?
Disguise.
I
So
think
I
so.
add one more to your AC and a saving throw.
Well, actually,
I'm sorry.
now
What are you saying?
I'm the only one that has an empty slot now, but
Those it to you. Robe of protection.
Always use it.
Double
Jesus
cloak up.
Christ. Oh, do you already have a cloak on?
No, I do.
Can't wear two cloaks.
I'll wear them side by side.
I got 2 cloaks. One protection. One
Two
shirt.
cloak bitch.
Alright, then.
Geppetto, no. Gebetto. This adventure is sponsored by Dr. Pepper. I wish. Yeah, so y'all meet up and what do y'all talk about at the campsite? You just gave him the hat of disguise, gave him the cloak.
So I'm gonna give them the spiel about the girl, what they were making, what she did, that they've got her at that compound.
Underneath
figure
Driscoll,
out.
correct?
How to get to it?
Yeah, underneath Driscoll is the same compound that you were in.
Gotcha.
After
And like
that,
you remember it being a very large facility, y'all were sectioned off to one area,
Okay.
but there were other divisions of it.
and after that, we need to get on the road to Waterdeep. Is my sister by the Venant Star.
best choice
Excellent.
of action is to try to meet them on the road.
I would say it would be better meeting them on the road than at Blackmore.
How do we know we can meet?
I'll continue to scry on her daily and see where we can go from.
Are you sure she's not scrying on you?
I have no idea. I can't see
I just
visible
think it's-
things like she can, but I know she was able to see.
So if they accidentally pass us and then go to the keep and unlock her,
How would they pass us? There's one road from Driscoll or from.
because there's
Waterdeep.
more than one means of traveling.
Or if they immediately left Waterdeep instead of taking seed, probably going to stick to land unless they use a magic way of transportation.
I'd rather wait and try to find them on the road than go and search. We'll talk about that after
Oh.
this.
Why don't you scry in the morning?
Plan on it.
All right. I mean, seems like a smart idea. Roussel
Okay.
says.
Highly
We'll just-
intelligent idea.
We'll
Well,
discuss.
seems like one of your intellect.
We'll discuss the new plot of getting Ella out and
Savo.
Savo one.
Savo 1.
Savo. One.
Savo.
One.
I am Robert.
He's
Beep,
a-
boop, beep.
Do we plan
How
on trying
can
to
I
make our way into the
service?
city today, or
Is it later?
Right now it's
still after?
after y'all went in there. It's probably mid-morning, early afternoon.
Okay. Then yeah, we can go in and try to get a room. Hold you up in a room somewhere.
Meet up with
Because
them to.
The hat only lasts for an hour.
Right.
Yeah, but then as soon as it ends, you can pop it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use it.
pretty badass.
Just need to like duck into an alley right before it ends and then pop it.
We just got to make a decision on what to do with this bird.
I think we should let it go.
Yeah. I think we should leave him here. Maybe he'll stay. I mean, maybe he'll fly away. I don't know.
Could we possibly tell the town's guard that he's with us and that he'll be outside the city? Just don't.
Tell the town guard that we're storing a monster near their gates. Sounds like a good way to get the
Really
Oh.
intelligent of you, Roussel.
pitchforks and torches out.
You're kind of slipping, Draven.
I just did a bunch of math.
Meth.
Well, do you need me to cure a disease to...
Your meth fits.
You should stay away from drugs, Draven. They'll rot your brain.
I suppose we can tell him to stay here, and if he ends up in trouble, to fly away. And
Maybe one day he'll return to us. Or maybe he'll fly his full distance in a day and poof out of existence. Who knows?
hope not.
That'd probably be the best.
Existence is pain! you heard Larry say.
We could send him back to the forest north of Morrow,
The Weeping Wood?
Weeping Wood, and maybe he can find Martin.
Martin's another dimension.
Or what's the turtle's name?
Uru?
He's headed back to his island.
Yeah. Maybe he could just make a home there. Who knows?
Is there a forest outside of this area, or like?
Yeah, south. It's the forest where you burned down the cabin.
Oh yeah.
We could send him there.
Yes.
We need him. I'm sure we might need him, especially if we track it down.
All right, so I guess tell him what to do and we can move on.
Go here.
I'll say it to the bird, not me.
That. Well,
I'm Roussel.
shut up, Drew.
That's Larry.
Larry.
We really need to lay off the drugs.
That meth's really getting to him.
There we go. Here.
Larry's over there. I am Roussel.
Fuck you, Drew.
Okay, now I'm Larry.
Larry.
Just kidding, I'm still Roussel.
Got him.
Yeah, sucker. All right, continue. I'm ready.
Ooh.
I don't think you are.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because
I'm
I feel like
Larry,
you're gonna
dude,
fuck
I'm talking
with
to
me.
you right now. I'm a
Alright,
big
yeah.
bird.
So Larry, go here, lay low, wait for us to return.
Stay here and lay low.
No, go there.
Go where?
And I'm gonna
You can
Tell
only do
him the
simple
forest.
commands though
Yeah,
too.
just like real simple stuff.
go to the forest of outside of town.
Simpler.
Bye.
Go to the forest. Wait for us.
Go to forest and wait. Okay. It flies
Try
away.
not to die.
Survive.
Flies away.
Look for our signal.
All right, so it flies off,
Yeah.
and y'all go into town and get a room. What's
Like,
your disguise look like?
I'm a. Might as well look like a dwarf, right? I mean,
Well, I think you know, like
You got to
change
be
your
about your
appearance.
same size.
Okay.
Dwarves are short, so
Yeah, I'm
roughly about your size. But you could you're a half elf. You could just look like a human or something.
Okay.
I think.
do the classic old man look.
Yeah.
You're old
I mean,
man.
Old man.
Old man. Yeah,
Beard
that
gray.
works, yeah.
Nobody fucks with the old guy.
All right. It's kind
You
of
always
commoner
fuck with
looking
the old
clothes.
Right.
I'm always
Right.
the old guy.
All right. So you look like an older man of low station. Hopefully, no one will notice you that way.
I don't know if I should look at flow station because I'm going to be walking around with these. So
All right.
Normal guy.
Just an average guy.
yeah.
big ol'
Average
Sub-Zero
adventurer.
scar down his face or something.
Unassuming as possible.
All right.
Basically rowdy.
All right.
Wow.
Look like Captain Chris.
So I
the
guess
legendary lake captain.
I guess we're just getting a room and like trying to set
Yeah,
up.
you're getting a room at the
the
Red Fox or Cobbleup's Loft.
Oh,
Is that here?
No,
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 it's
that's
in
in
Sable.
Sable.
Yeah, it's
Cobblep's
Sable.
off in Sable.
Yeah,
it's
so at the Red Fox.
While we wait, I'm just gonna try to read it. As possible.
All right.
Knock out the
So
rest.
you get in
of
there, yeah.
my
So you'll
time.
knock out the rest of your reading.
Yeah.
And you all bed down for the night.
Yeah. Do
Or
some
just kind of
planning, do some drinking.
get some rest in before you start this big
Warren.
mission.
Get Remy to tell us where this place is and when we might be best to.
Danny with the
Anything
frisbee.
else
man.
that he might be withholding from us?
Anything else you want to share with them?
Not holding anything else. I pretty much blew my load tonight.
Yep. All right, so we'll pick up next week with the assault on the base. Or maybe not assault, but the infiltration.
Assault the base.
Don't openly assault the base; you'll die. So-
Storm the gate.
Storm
the gate.
Oh,
Oh.
we know you got a secret base down there.
We're going
in.
They can't kill us all if we rush them.
But there's only 4 of you.
Charge!
Maybe if you could create social media, get everybody to think about Area
Yes.
50
We'll probably need one of those
Underneath.
automated. Yeah. Danny.
Driscoll.
Area Driscoll.
Oh man! All right, so we'll stop there. We'll pick up next week.
Do we get
Continuing
our
this.
We need to
experience?
create artificial intelligence too.
There's like
Yeah.
20
Spread the
seconds left
word.
in this game.
30 seconds.
Alrighty.
Do we get
Uh,
experience for resting?
No experience. Rowdy.
I want it.
Rowdy wants to do the most craziest shit. It's like, let's go find a needle in the haystack and try to find your freaking sister. I don't think we're gonna find her, dude. I think she's.
I mean, Drew basically just told me where she was exactly at.
At
Well,
that
yeah,
one
at
moment in
that-
time.
Oh, yeah.
Brief moment.
Well, and I said I would scry on her daily, you know.
If we met in person, if we went like, what we'd have to go like 2 10 days, so they're 2 10 days, and then meet up.
Hey, thanks everyone for hanging out in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Y'all get
I think most of them are gone. but-
2,800 experience. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, guys.
Again, we'll be back next week. Past videos on YouTube. I got one more to patch together.
2,800.
Yes.
But this one stayed perfect together. Yes.
Who got the board?
2,800.
Sweet.
Hopefully we can get another level out of this dungeon crawl we're about to do.
Unfortunately, Roussel being back cut into your experience a little
What does
bit.
he get? Is he level up or anything?
I haven't put it as in yet, but I can do it real quick.
Lucas bleed pretty bad and it looked like.
Yeah, Dwight Howard headbutted him.
Yeah.
No call.
My HP is up to 90 because of my boot.
Yeah, we lost that possession too. Luca's on the ground like in a freaking turtle, and they.
God dang it, pal.
Pal
He
missed
does
a free
not
throw.
level up, but he's close.
Luca has a hell of a game.
But all right,
Triple double.
we will catch y'all next time. Later.